I'm getting this. I'm buying all this stuff because when we do the line reset, all the commanders that are currently, well, doing commander stuff. Change commander. We have 3 vacant places. So we're just gonna recruit. I don't care. Gonna recruit. We're just gonna fill this up. Rockin'. So we have no places left in the reserve. And now that that's prepped, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this for the 2 times modifier thingy. Boop. Doing the thing. So all this stuff goes away. Yeah, all that stuff goes away. And all the commanders that were on them get sent to the commander thing. Do I have to buy this? Oh, I guess I just have it. Cool. Well, I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play the ships on the way back up. Not that I couldn't, but I have free XP. It'll be fine. But I do just want to set, I think we had 83 commander slots. Now we have 90. So it's kind of included in the package. You definitely want to make use of it. I mean, if it's free, right? Dismiss, yeah. We just, cool. Dismiss like that. Go away. All these are just basic commanders. Do we have any other ones to dismiss? We do. You don't matter. Don't matter. You don't matter. Don't matter. These are all no point captains, so gone. So that'll free up you know, 8 or something slots. We had 3 vacant slots, now we got a few more. Again, it's not like it's incredible, it's just it's about sending a message. Alright, so now we can buy this stuff. Research, yes. Buy, no. Research, yes. Buy, no. Come on. Come on. I hit the button. You see it. It's even pushed in. You know I did it. There you go. And then we've got the Rhine. This we will actually buy. We don't need to buy a commander for it because I'm pretty sure I've still got somebody lying around. And sure enough, we got a 13 pointer here. A-okay, so what? No. Well, I should have hit the little reset button so all the commanders that, you know, respect or whatever. Well, all we really need is the basic 9 points. More than that is just fun. Torp damage on the Rhine is going to be bad. It's what, 3,000? So this is not going to matter at all. That's plus 300 damage. This is also going to be a meme. Although technically the rockets on the Rhine are not a joke at tier 4, because if you can actually rip into a cruiser citadel, you're going to do some damage. Don't need sight stab. Bomber speed? I don't know. Maybe it could be useful or something. Reduced arming distance, faster torps. This is already amazingly fast, and I certainly don't need flak at tier 4. So I probably just put this into a little extra engine boost. Maybe last gasp? Last gasp I think would give us more boost overall. Because we'll probably get multiple drops with the tier 4 planes. And that would give us an entire new boost bar. As opposed to just having a little more. So just pick the plain one, nothing too crazy there. Camouflage wise, I think we have the cool special camo, but it only gives plus 50 XP and we need more than that. So I need to install the little mod that tells you the percentages without actually having to mouse over this crap. Commander XP camo, free XP camo, no. Community contributor, 150. Well, this doesn't suck. Subscriber camo, 150. Oh, I gotta give these away. Shit, I didn't realize there were 150s. That's actually pretty damn good. Okay, well, I have codes for this, so maybe we'll Maybe we'll find a time that I can start giving away subscriber camos. I didn't realize that they were as tasty as they are, so that's pretty neat. Definitely more XP flags, definitely Commander XP, just because this is the new coin of the realm until people really get 21s and stuff. I could blow special signals. I don't want to blow special signals. And do I need damage flags? Because I'll be honest, I don't really want to spend... I don't want to just dump money into flags. Although I could do this. Because this is like plus 15% chance on a flood, and the flood chance is not bad on the German Torps. I think this is cheap enough that we could do this and just run it. I think that would be fine. Yeah, so speaking of, I don't know how to use the cool giveaway bot thing. Wait, CC? Yeah, cool. Rockin'. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Because the folks that are already here, God willing, y'all are just like, y'all want to hang out, y'all want to do the thing. I'm gonna type a message. The first 3 people that type that message, I'm gonna give away some codes for before we kick off on this German journey. And I'm going to give out some subscriber camos. So once again, I'm going to type a message in chat. The first 3 people to type that message back, I will send you a code for the funds. So I don't know. Whatever. German journey, rar. No, that's not the thing. There we go. You're gonna have to say the thing that we put in. No smiley face there. Alright, so we got 1, we got 2. Do we have a 3rd? Oh, mistyped Nacho. That's gonna be Failcon with the 3rd. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna send some messages real quick with some camos, because I didn't realize that these were actually pretty tasty. So I'll send some out, give out some love. I've been sitting on these for a little while. I haven't really thought about how to disperse them. Okay, and sadly Nacho got the speed going, but misspelled it, so Failcon's gonna be slipping into 3rd. Rockin'. Alrighty folks, so enjoy the codes, and we're gonna kick off our German journey. Woo! Stream notification, yeah, and then what is this? Whatever, I could do that. I'll click the thingy. Sorry, clan stuff. Woo! Alrighty, okay, sorry, my mind is slipping. Alright, well, I think we play the ride now. I think we do the thing. Alright, so German CVs gonna have AP rockets, AP bombs, so we need to be getting citadels. If we're not getting citadels, we're not doing the damage that we're supposed to be doing. We're gonna be falling behind. So it's gonna be very important that we try to get the line of attacks correct and make sure that we're accurate. As far as the torps, we have a double torp drop, so we drop a potential 6,000 damage before it gets mitigated by saturation and torp protection and all that other crap. They are fairly versatile. I believe we might be able to bingo a DD if You know, the DD's not radically turning and all that stuff. But priority number 1 is going to be ripping into cruisers. Priority number 2 is going to be making sure the DD menace doesn't overflow and become insane. And then priority number 3 is going to be bombing the battleships, because we don't have amazing damage on the Rhine. The rockets are amazing. The rockets can just like half health a cruiser at tier 4, which is, I mean, I want to say it's dumb, but it's kind of like, it's the gimmick. It's the thing that the Rhine can do. It can rip into a cruiser. After that, the torps, yeah. The bombs, yeah. So we're definitely going to be gunning for some cruiser. Oh, you're running out? Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I don't know how many subscriber camos, whatever the code thing gives, but you know, I had been sitting on them, and realistically I need to remember how to access the damn Nightbot so I could run a giveaway, I guess. But I'll be honest, I have to research how to even log back into it. It's been like 3 months. Did I reset the line? Yes. We're going to be starting with the tier 4, the Rhine. Probably going to have a fair amount of games to get through this, if the Langley was any indication. Hey, no bots. Usually if we do this early in the morning on NA, there's going to be bots. This is kind of interesting. We got some Konigsbergs tier 4. We got a Gisano tier 5. We have a Gisano tier 4. I don't know if I can Citadel the Konigsberg. Maybe? German CVs do not up tier well because they don't tend to have the raw pen to be able to affect higher tier stuff. Yeah, you, Yegolan? Yegolan? I don't know how to say your name. I am curious, though. I reset the US line like 2 days before the ×2 multiplier kicked off. So, you know, we didn't get the bonus points per se. So, I mean, I knew the thing was there. I had already done the British. I had already done the Japanese. We did the US, although I free XP'd the last half of the Lexington. Which I'm not really excited about, but at the same time, I mean, there was a lot of Lexington play. There's a lot on stream. I think there's a lot of useful there. And we haven't done the German one. So I've never actually reset this line before. I've reset all the others, but I haven't reset this one. Okay, so you could strike into the Gisano. It's just a single plane, and plus this is the only tier 4 cruiser on the board. So we're going to place the reticle a little early. Oh, he speeds up. Still we're able to get good hits, though. Probably lose another plane. Yeah, we could still strike with 1. I don't think it's many rockets, probably just like 2 or something silly, but pop the engine boost. There you go, that's probably going to hurt. Nope. Don't know where this dude's going. Well, you too, friend. You okay, bro? Interesting decision. I don't know what the hell that means. Are we killing each other? I'm confused by what the hell this battleship is doing. He did dislodge himself from my hull, which is nice, but still. Maybe we can catch an off angle if it doesn't dial in. Cool, that actually looks good. So close. We can hit the Gisano. I'm not going to be able to hit the V, which is fine. Didn't really expect to be able to. Mostly I didn't come out with the rockets because we didn't have 6. Full complement of rockets going to be 6 rockets, so...
Autopilot mode enabled.
He must have taken a hit, because he was not a single torpedo away from death. Afternoon, Gert. Okay. Talk about an early stream today? Yeah. My,
Autopilot mode disabled.
my instructor could not come to class because his wife is having an ultrasound, so I guess maybe they're having a baby. Well, she's having a baby and he's along for the ride. Could try to go for the Konigsberg, could try to go for the Langley, could try to go for the DDs. Okay, one of the DDs is down, that's good. I think it's a waste of time to shoot this. I think I'm going to go for the Konigsberg, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually Citadel it. If this shows me that I can Citadel it... Well, he doesn't want to be Citadeled. He's like, nah, bro. Nah. Hey, there is flak at this tier. Neat. Alright, so the Konigsberg bailed. P-22 dies. Hopefully the battleships don't get clocked as well. Konigsberg is also running? Where the hell is everybody going? We're gonna need something to deal with that, and it's looking like that something's gonna end up being me. Which is gonna suck, because that is not something that this CV is really capable of dealing with. It'd also be nice to know where the hell the Langley is. Yeah, so this just ain't gonna matter. It's fine. We'll deal with the DDs, because what else can we do? Konigsberg's running, other Konigsberg is running, so we'll try and stop this DD menace. Maybe. But that's gonna be tough. Isikaze has health. Just kind of scared to use it. DD should be around there because he beached. Question is, has he already removed himself from the beach? He has not. Maybe he eats one of those? Maybe. He does not. Yeah, so that dude obviously knows how to play. Based on his movement and what he's doing, he's definitely aware. Might eat one, but he might also dink it, and dispersion actually cut it out too far. Oh, he did eat one. Cool. So he was there. V is backing off. Whatever. Can bomb the Orion. At least the V is running away. It would be nice if we had shells on target, though. We'll work on the Orion, because the Orion is tier 4. Can probably Citadel that. Consistently. Currently grinding the Soviet battleships. Be your 4th line up to tier 10. Woot. My first line to tier 10 was the Des Moines. I think my second was the Moskva. No, sorry, it was the Midway. My second might have been the Hakuryu. Then I think I did the Des Moines, Audacious, Moskva. Should be okay. Do I get another drop on this? Lose a plane, probably lose another plane. He might not even get the drop. Don't get the drop. We're dead. Should have just bailed. Oh, nope. Almost. I can go in for a single drop and just bail rather than hover and all that. We lost a lot of planes for that. That was testing. Don't mind the giveaway stuff. And so newbie's trying to access the bot. I just need to figure out. I need to remember the website to log into and recover my account or whatever. Go in and set up giveaway bullshit. Something I should have done probably a month ago. It's always more to do. Always more to figure out. Maybe. Let's try to work on this. At least they're getting hurt. I was pretty scared when they had 3DDs and it looked like we only had one. Hey! Sap battleship, slapping them around. That was the V too. Good. That was the one guy that was kind of concerning me. And he even takes somebody down with him. He's gonna show broadside to kill the Alligari. Hopefully we get one torp into him. Maybe two. He turned late. We do get two. Nice. Try to rocket the Konisberg, or we could bomb the Orion again. Orion's probably the best choice. But we'll try and get the rocket planes regenning. I haven't used them in a long time. They're probably down. Please don't get detected. Yeah, we go for the Orion. Who's playing scared? Too low. Worked out though, so we can Citadel Konisberg, which is good. We lose a plane, probably a second plane. Don't have time to make the shot better. Just have to take the shot before the planes go down, and then we bomb the Orion. Orion's looking to breach. We have for 4,000, so I mean, if we get double Citadel, let's get 8K off that. What are you constantly doing, newbie, that's causing this giveaway condition? You just like hitting the button and it randomly picks somebody, or? Let's see if we can actually get this. Drop speed on these are great. We do get a last gas kick again, but we're not going to get much out of this. No, I just have to recall. We already went through, we already did this before. We tried to go for the second drop and the answer was no.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I think we sweep in on this. Try to get this guy away from supporting his teammate. See if we can run him off. Come on, planes, move. Cool. So we split him off the October. We go into bomb the October. Come on. October has pretty nasty AA as I recall, although it may have gotten altered in the priority rework. None of those will hit. Nothing? Come on, come on, come on. Just give me one. Fuck.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Konisberg half health. And try to get torps on this, I suppose. I don't think there's a way in hell we win this. Just ran out of shit. but it's okay. Nope, overshot, slammed on the brakes. Let's try to bomb the October again. I need to remember that the torps of this tier arm extremely quick. Alright.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Come on, guys, you gotta land a torp. I think he landed one. Maybe. Ugh. Fucking terrible. Okay, he's down. We can work on the Konigsberg.
Breakthrough to the base.
Hell, who knows?
Breakthrough to the base.
You got the giveaway to work, so it's really easy. I remember it's easy to like run it from the website or whatever. I just don't have. I have to figure out what the hell the website is and recover my account because that was on my old computer. I never set it up on the new one. It's turning out. It's whiffs.
For the base.
Alright, do you have any health? Some. It's a waste of time to work on that. I could probably bomb the New York, maybe? It's the Cavour. It's working on that. That's full health. I need to be able to rocket the Konigsberg. Where's the Isakaze going?
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Konigsberg probably has Hydro at this tier. You too. Good, New York is low. Still need to go after the Konigsberg, but I mean, I can't if I can't fucking deal with the islands and shit. I guess we just go for the New York. Konigsberg's playing well. Please die. Please? Thank you. Let's try to go for this.
Destroyed an enemy battleship.
Set a course for the base.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Please get in the ring. Fuck.
Problem solved, sir.
Fuck it.
Mode enabled.
We'll go in the middle then.
Proceed to the base.
Come on, planes. Is he turning in? He's turning in. Could be worth having additional attack time at this tier. I remember I used to do that. Oh, that's not a slot option I have. Please. Okay, now he's going center. Good. We get mauled by the battleship, but this is the thing that wins the match right now.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
God damn it, fucking planes. Thank you. Come on, whatever. Like, shit. This is, well, I mean, if we get floods, maybe. We broke some shit. Come on, come on, come on.
Breakthrough to the base.
Fuck, whatever. You have to stop the rings. If we get the Kavor, he's working on him, I'm working on him. He's shooting him, which is nice. We need 3 citadels to get a kill. 10 seconds to get a kill. Ooh, maybe, maybe. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Hello, hey, it's numbers. Right. Yeah, I can't take additional attack time, so. Close game it was. Was that a tier 4 game? Daily bonus works on the first win. That was not a win. You can just look at the name of the stream, Ensign. It's I'm regrinding the Rhine. I'm regrinding the German line. When I do a regrind stream, I just play that line of carriers for 6 to 8 hours, basically. Rather than take requests and do reviews and talk about this and mechanics and just jumping all around, I just kind of like zone in and do something. There we go, this is more normal. Got some bots interspersed. We have 3 cruiser bots, they have 2 cruisers and a DD. I don't know if that's good or bad, really. We're not being up-tiered, so our planes will last longer. Tier 5 AA is notably better than Tier 4 AA in a Tier 4 situation. Not to say Tier 5 AA is good. Yep, all good, Ensign.
Battle starts.
Yeah, if you want to send me a message, hey, it's numbers. So, I mean, we can get some good Citadel off on the variety of cruisers, and that's definitely a thing we're going to want to do. Again, Citadels from the bombs and the rockets are the way that the German CVs express themselves. So it's the thing that we definitely have to try and make happen. Is anything over here? Anything at all? Okay, well, we get to see the DD blows the smoke because he got spotted. We'll go AI power. Could swing back on the Kohlberg, but I'll keep going for the spotting run. Taranto. Well, on the one hand, oh my god. These things take forever to go down. Alright, I need to start the drop with the reticle much further away. This is not going to do anything because he's turning out. It's fine. Go for the Kolberg. This is just a bot. One thing though, the bots can often shoot better than players at lower tiers. So they can be surprisingly effective. So one thing that I really need to pay attention to is when I place this reticle, I need to place it significantly earlier than the target. It can't be too far away because otherwise I won't actually get to the target before I shoot. But I need to drop it significantly earlier because the speed at which these things descend is actually seemingly pretty slow. So something like this maybe, where we've got a good healthy amount, and of course the island's gonna be there, so... Maybe? Maybe? Did we salvage it? Kind of. Okay, he's down. Not worried about Isakaze. I don't know what the Tenryu's AA is like. Can we get in on this? Maybe. Probably cut this and hard turn in. Oh, too far forward. Let's stay with rockets. Try to keep working on the cruisers.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Seen a bot get 7 kills at this tier?
Concentrate fire on the enemy.
Sorry, Paul in France. I'm doing a German regrind stream, which means I'm just going to be doing the tech tree ships this stream. I'm not doing, I'm not hopping back and forth this ship to that ship. I have played the Lowenhart though, and though yes, it was said that the Stuka Siren was added to it, I don't remember hearing it when I played it last, so maybe I just had the sound down. Charleston, still at Toronto. Alighieri probably gets nailed. It's too close to the island for me to go after. I might have to go after this.
Fighter airborne.
I think I do. I mean, at least he's playing back.
Mode disabled.
Alright, Charleston. See if we can make this happen. Assume you turn out. He does not. Slam on the brakes. I didn't start the attack early like I wanted to, like I was talking about earlier. Able to get something. Can we hard cut in on this? Yes, we can. Cut back here because I think he's turning in. Nope, he's just going straight. 6 hits, no citadels. Toronto's pushing now. Go for the Toronto. Toronto's a threat to the DDs. See if we can cut some speed and then swing in to get the proper reticle placement. Too high. Worked out. And we'll try and do this when we're not on dirt. Because the German rocket pilots are obsessed with cleanliness. No dirt for them. There we go. That's done. Gotta work on the Charleston maybe. So we're relying really heavily on the rockets because the rockets are kind of the shining star on the Rhine. As long as you're getting the citadels. Not familiar with German CVs? AP rockets? Yes. German CVs have AP rockets and AP bombs, and their torps do very little damage. So if you're not getting citadels, you're not really reaching the potential of what the German CVs offer. So I don't know if it's kind of like the play on the, German precision meme. I don't know if that's what Wargaming was kind of like intending to do, but that is kind of the thing. You need to be precise in the German CVs or else you're just not going to be getting very much. And he's going to outturn our movement. So we're gonna either have to torp that or we're gonna have to work on something else. We could probably try and work on something else because there are enough people that'll be taking pot shots at this guy. Although it is a CAG member, so he probably knows what he's doing. Could work on the Bellerophon as well. Kaiser's too much health. I'm gonna work on the Bellerophon because I'm not gonna take out the Kaiser alone. And I do have to work on this because he does know how to play. But I don't think I can Citadel him with bombs.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Jesus, planes, can you move? Like, with some semblance of speed? Alright, let's try and remember how to slot in on this. 1. Oh, got 2. If we can do that a second time, that's a kill. If he doesn't repair. Let's try and catch the line here. Oh, we know where the Langley is. That's nice. Too far forward? Got him. Let's try with the fucking Charleston again. Are these guys AFK? One of them just woke up. Other dude's AFK. Great. I don't have fighters to help the San Luis. Loss hopefully doesn't get murdered by the Clemson, and we're gonna get starting to get wrecked by the Kaiser. This plane's fucking move. Please, please fucking move. How hard are you turning out, dude? You paying attention to me? You even know I'm here? If you're looking down your gun sight, you don't give a shit. Fuck. Let's try a 180. Start the attack, spin hard around. Try to come in before he expects it. Maybe. We got a Citadel on this dude before. It did happen. Fuck. He gets away. Work on the Kaiser. Kaiser's the next immediate threat. And this shit's in the way, so autopilot doesn't know what the hell it's doing. Let's see if we can hard turn on this. Bomb drop is actually very fast. Single Citadel. Not great, but something. Come on. Come on. Come on. This doesn't turn the same way as the higher tier stuff. Kind of obnoxious. Whatever. Fucking go. Still the Charleston. Have to work on the Kaiser still? Kaiser eats torps? Nope, they timed out. Cool. 4,700. I don't even know if I can do anything against the Kaiser. Kohlberg's backing up, which means we're probably going to end up ramming him. We might be outranging the Phoenix now, which again means we need to work on the Kaiser. We can actually do damage to the Phoenix. Try and do the 180. Please get hurt. Yeah. Woo. Am I trying to win battles? That doesn't happen anymore. What? Okay. Kohlberg is a bot? Well, I mean, the bot's gonna have accuracy, so there's that. Kohlberg's starting to fire onto the Kaiser. Why is this alive? Wait, this was the thing that was reversing with my hull, wasn't it? Yeah, because it was back here. Where the fuck was the bot in the back of the map? Well, the good news is the bot's actually going to be able to hit the Charleston, so the Charleston might actually die. Bot accuracy does actually, like, the code does tend to work. Although, maybe the bot accuracy is overhyped. Come on, bot. Come on, bot. You can kill the one thing that mattered in this game. Islav's dead. Please eat a torp. Nope. Ran out. So, nobody kills that, probably. And the bot can't shoot him anymore. If this guy has a heal, Kloss isn't going to take him down. Langley will kill the Suvorov. Rockets will do the trick. The rocket should have enough pen. Kohlberg probably kills the Charleston as soon as he rounds the corner and starts taking shots. Which is now. Cool, Charleston goes down. That goes down. If the Kaiser goes down, that's going to be a good point swing. Please, please go away. Go away. Eat torps, die, go away. Thank you. Right, that does put us up. However, that's going to give us a bot versus a CV for 6 minutes in the game. But the question is he going to cock block the cap for long enough that the Langley isn't able to kill him? Unfortunately, we're kind of trapped here because this is the ship we're playing, so... Well, this is probably going to go and sit on the cap, which is kind of cool. See if he's just going to go after this dude. I don't even think he realizes that he's there. Eventually, this is going to start making a little, like, alarm noise. And CB will come over and start going after this. But the real question here is, cruisers are worth 85 points. 2 points every 6 seconds. So that's 20 points every minute, which is, well, frankly, quite a bit. So if he cock blocks the cap for about 3 minutes... that would give us enough of a point swing that even if the Kohlberg dies, we still win by points. Okay, now the Kloss actually probably just torps down the Langley. Langley's going for the last ditch. I think if he was able to kill this, swing the points that way, and just run away from the Kloss didn't seem to have any intention on going for him. Rather than going for the cap, he could have just bailed. But this thing goes like 17 knots. It's not like he couldn't be run down. Alright, well. We can all bow to our AI overlords. He's basically securing the win at this point. And the Kloss is going to clock the Langley, which will dunk it out. So. Barring pretty sexy hits. I think the Langley could do up to like 3 to 4k if he gets a really nice hit. But there's the torps. This thing can't evade for shit. So he's done. Woo. I love how you're expecting to win thanks to your bot instead of your actual player. Well, I mean, the reason that the DD got the kill on the Langley was because the Langley continued north. If the Langley killed that and, you know, recognized the win condition, oh, we have points, just kills the cruiser and runs, that requires this DD to have the forethought to run down the Langley wherever the Langley was. And he was just kind of spinning in circles up in the north for a while, so I mean, was it likely that it was going to happen? Yes, the Langley cannot run from anything, but when there's a timer, when there's 5 minutes on the clock and the DD is over here and your CV is kind of moving like this, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You know, maybe he shoots some guns or something, but if the Langley is still limping away, he's not going to be in torp range. So the Langley coming over toward the cap just went 1 minute, 2 minute, oh hey buddy, and then he kills him. So the Langley going for the cap lost the match. This might be a double CV game. Yeah, they altered tier 4 CVs. They pulled the damage out of them, which is good. It needed to happen. Langley thought he was in secondary spec MVR. No, I'm sure he was just going to sit on the cap. I think he was trying to go on the cap to, you know, take the cap or win that way. He just didn't realize that the point swing off the cruiser, if the cruiser wasn't able to stop the point gain from their cap, would have been enough for the win. You find the double CV games at lower tiers are more fun? They're more chaotic. I can definitely, I would say that they're more chaotic. Yeah, so much going on. I can agree with that. There are people that would probably not agree with you. Such is life. Is the Parzival better than the Visser? It's painful. The Parzival is better in the sense that it's not gated as a tier 6 ship, but it's not better in the sense that it still doesn't up tier well. So the tier 6 Visser doesn't really want to go against tier 7s and tier 8s. Well, the Parzival doesn't want to go against tier 9s and tier 10s. Is it capable of doing it? Kind of. But it's German CVs, because of penetration values and because they need to get citadels, they need to be in a situation where they can pen and actually deal that damage. And when you get up tiered, you can't guarantee it. A lot of bots on this one. 5. Okay, well, it's 2 DDs and there were 3 cruiser bots, so at least we're even on that. Parzival is hard locked out of doing damage to a lot of ships even at tier 8. I don't know about that. I haven't run tests. I can't think of too many tier 8 ships that are like immune to Parzival rockets or immune to Parzival bombs per se. But I don't think it would suck. I don't think it would be bad if it got like an extra 20 millimeters of pen or something, because it does seem like it's kind of right at the line where it just needs a little bit more to breach. Eventually we're gonna see stuff. Does the San Luis actually have a citadel? Yubari does. That I know. Yubari actually has AA, I think. Can we cut in on this? Kind of. Too high? Only got one. Hard swing. Oh, buddy. I don't know. Somewhere about there-ish. Hey, we got a citadel. Woot. Are these bots killing each other? Yeah, they're bots, so... I don't know. Which bot wins the game of chicken? We can try to torp maybe cruisers. Any tier 8 CV versus Parzival is a lot of pilots' widows. I don't know what you mean by that. So sadly, our Fa Rung lost the game of chicken, and the Wakatake or whatever is hidden in smoke. Logan's here, also a bot. So Yubari is using smoke because it's a player. Does he get another dunk off? I don't know. I don't think I can even save him if he does. Super close though. If the bot torps, it might immune. It might not actually prime. I think we get one, maybe two. Do we get two? Looks like two. Hey. Alright, so that takes care of that. Bogatyr is cutting mid. He's getting resets. We could try to work on the Samson maybe. Bogatyr. It's drawing the most fire. And we'll have to... God, there's bots everywhere, man. They're everywhere. The AI. Hopefully the Samson doesn't clap our Alighieri. Drop there. Yeah, I really don't have to lead with these extremely fast. Nobody's shooting at him now. And we lose more stuff! Our bots versus their bots, and their bots won. Alright. Alighieri probably gets killed by the Samson because he's walking closer to the thing that will torp him back to port. Bogatyr is dead. Yeah! Something happened.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Oh, he's so fucked. Eats 2 torps. Eats 2 torps. Well, at least they don't do any damage. I don't understand why that's the case, but I'm happy for it. Let's see if we can go after the Yubari again. We did see that there is actually a citadel. Good. Did actual damage. Hard cut, 180. Shit at lower tier is so extremely maneuverable. Go for the Saint Louis. You did a thing! With the low health on German planes, they die instantly. Oh, yeah, I mean, it depends. You really need to be banking on the speed of the German plane. So, German planes have engine boost consumables last 10 seconds as opposed to only 5. So, you need to be cutting through AA and utilizing speed to do it. Often with the AP rockets, I slam on the brakes just before I take the shot just to slow the reticle movement for aiming reasons. But ideally, you know, you'd be coming in at full bore, ripping through the medium range and short range AA so that you can get through, take the shot, and be done with it. Look, ma, no citadel. Okay, I think we can cut and bleed some distance doing this, doing the 90-degree thing, and it turns out, which sucks. If you can't citadel stuff, there's no damage. Citadel required. Error 0 damage. Citadel not found. How are USDDs? You like the look of them? USDD is pretty solid. They're referred to as gunboats, but you have extremely floaty shells. So the further out you get, the more floaty the shells get. So if you're fine with that, if you're okay with that playstyle, they could be extremely effective in gunboating at close range as well as far, as long as you land the shells. Okay, maybe we get him, maybe actually he goes down to secondaries, or I don't even know what the hell was shooting at him. This should kill him though. Go away. Can work on the battleships. Still double CV. Well, if you play the Wooster, then I'm sure you'll be fine. That's the only thing you really have to pay attention to is the
Autopilot mode
the floaty shell stuff. Because if you're in close, they do have decently flat arcs that you can pound into enemy ships. Well, we lost all of our bots and they didn't lose their bots. So, I mean, is it really a surprise that we lost? Have to run from the wicks. Probably work on the Alighieri, I guess, but there's too much of everything. The only nice thing is that we have 2 caps. One? Oh, we got 2. Cool. And this thing's AA is terrible. Still turning. Cut in during the prep phase. Line the drop, take the drop. Maybe, I don't know. I think we whiff. Got 2 again. Every time I think we whiff, it actually turns out to be pretty decent. Whatever, we'll stay on him then. Alighieri lives. Stay on the Isuzushi, try to run down the Alighieri. And we have to leave because the Wix is coming. The Wix is coming, the Wix is coming. Still gonna be double CV. Being on top of each other would be good, but...
Retreat now.
Maybe he knows what that means. Keep working on this. We need 6 citadels into that? 5. 5 unless he heals. Got pretty lucky though. I think every bomb we dropped on the last pass was a citadel. And he's still only at half health. Oh, overshot. And that sucked. Come on planes, come on. You can do it, you can turn. Have to stay on this, I can't do anything else. Get shot by this, get shot by that. Die either way. Yeah, bruh. There's a bad guy there. He's gonna kill you.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Pulling CV attention. You fucking, will you die please? Go away. It's a Hermes, so flood out. Don't make me drop. Don't make me drop. Don't make me drop. Come on, just flood out. Fuck. Whatever. See if we can get this.
Enemy battleship sunk.
It's like, I got places to be and things to do, man. I don't... Wix gets murdered by the DD. Get maybe a single bomb drop to get citadels. Good. Yeah, and there's Charleston. Too many bad guys. Nope. Can we rocket this? Or was that what we did before? Where like error 404 citadel not found? Try to do that, I guess. Please go away. That's not going away. And we have the Wix on our ass. Might be able to kill the Wix. It depends how greedy he is. Yeah. We did get a citadel. It exists. Somewhere. The fuck? The hell noise was that? Yeah, but what was the drum roll for? Did something special happen? Oh, commander dismissed. It's like, what the hell? What is this noise? Yeah, it shows you how often I dismiss commanders. I think the last time I did that scared me too. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. Having fun, making it happen, doing the thing. Speaking of, we can upgrade our hull. Slightly more maneuverability. Oh, better AA defense. Oh, yeah. And some additional health or whatever. Yeah, just gotta keep at it. Just gotta do the thing. Preferably without losing every damn match. Ugh. Send me a message when you get in. Hey, it's Numbers. If you send me a message before the queue drops, I'll throw you an invite. Emperor orders you to commit seppuku. Is there ever a German emperor? I assume at some point there was, but I can't really think of one. Wilhelm? Oh, okay. Wilhelm II? Well, I believe, I mean, at one point in human civilization, most of society was feudal. Where they had, you know, supreme rulers and rulers, nobility, yada yada, down the ranks and stuff. Okay. Go, little Q, go! Hey, Luke. The Kaisers were the emperors? Ah, okay. Egyptians had gods, aka pharaohs. Turns out they were just people. Isn't it amazing how that happens? Somebody with delusions of grandeur is able to convince a bunch of people that they're real fucking important, and everybody else goes, wow, you are real fucking important. And they begin to worship at the feet of the real important person that told them how important they were. And it still happens to this day. Would you agree or disagree with the defenselessness of many T3 ships against AA. It is unethical to play tier 4 CV in randoms unless you're grinding or regrinding. Would you agree with giving tier 4 CV the fighter consumable? Tier 4 should not have the fighter consumable. Why? Because tier 4 is a learning tier. Tier 4 is a tier where you learn how to play. And as to is it unethical to play tier 4 in randoms unless you're learning? I am not learning. I'm pretty experienced with the German line. We're hitting 60,000, 80,000 damage, match after match, loss after loss. The ability for me to deal shitloads of damage is not actually altering the outcome of this game in our favor. So, tier 4 CVs at one point were able to do really stupid shit. Basically, tier 4 CVs, when initially brought into the game, tier 4 was understood to be a learning tier, and the damage was suitably terrible. And when I say terrible, I mean terrible. So like, if you've ever played the Hermes in tier 4 and thought, oh my god, when am I going to be able to hurt something? That's basically what all the tier 4 CVs were. They all sucked. And then Wargaming made a change because most of the higher end stuff, tier 6, tier 8, tier whatever, start going to 2 torp drops or 3 torps or whatever, that they altered the Hosho and the Langley to a 2 torpedo drop system. They didn't really alter the rockets, they didn't really alter the bombs, but they altered the torpedoes. And then suddenly, you go into tier 4 where the AA sucks, so your planes don't get murdered, and they could just torp stuff. Bam, 12,000 damage. Bam, 12,000 damage. The torps are pretty accurate because it's a learning tier. It's for people to try to figure out how to do something. So a Hosho would one-shot the Colossus, come over, hit the Dene, bam, he's down to like a quarter health, hit the Dene again, oh, he's dead, and just kind of run around Goomba stomping people over and over again because the tier got unbalanced by the damage potential that the CVs had. Now, they addressed that recently. It took about a year. I don't know why it took so long, but it did eventually happen, where they altered the Hosho back to a single torp drop, and they reduced the damage that the Langley torps do. And suddenly, you come back to a situation where the CV isn't just running around killing everything, the CV is running around affecting things. And affecting things is not killing things. So we can run around, do 60,000 damage, and affect the match. But as you see, it doesn't mean that we win. Because a CV doesn't dominate the game, it doesn't win the game outright. The CV enables the surface ships to do things. You can, if there's a 2v2 that's going on, you can come in, deal some damage, and unbalance the 2v2 in your team's favor. If a destroyer is sneaking over to go surprise somebody, you can spot him so that your people can respond to and kill the destroyer. Or if your DD is dead, you can spot the destroyer on the enemy flank. Those things are things that CVs provide, but it's still the surface ships that are going to make it happen, unless the CV's damage is so effing oppressive that it just wins outright, which was a problem for a time, but honestly, that problem has been rectified. So I don't think tier 4 is unethical at this point based on the data of me playing a few regrind streams and going, whoa, this is kind of a bitch. Now, if you come in with a div and you have a coordinated play, you could probably end up winning more than you lose in tier 4, just because you're going to be facing players that know less than you do, and you'll have more player knowledge and skill overall. So that I'm not too concerned about. Try and torp the Mitsuki again, because I mean, I can't really rocket this dude. I'll rocket him for like 400 damage. And as far as the fighter consumables, tier 4 is deliberately simple, because tier 4 is the first time that a human player has the chance to play a CV. Outside of Wargaming creating a special operation or special scenario where people could train and learn how to play CV, they're going to learn it at tier 4. And because of that, you have extremely low amounts of flak, you have very basic amounts of AA, you have you don't have fighters except on CVs, or maybe some ships have ship-launched fighters, and even then it's only a single plane. It's made basic so that players can learn how to play the game at tier 4, how to make drops, how to interact with ships, how to do this, that, or the other thing. And then when you start going up in tier 6 gets more advanced. Tier 8 is where you start having fully realized gameplay, because you have significant amounts of fighters, you have significant amounts of AA, significant amounts of flak. As you go higher, you get to tier 10, where it's not that it's more fully realized, it's just that it's like amped up. So if you think of a fighting game, like I used to love Soul Calibur. So Soul Calibur is the example I think of, but you know, you might think of Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or whatever. The first time the game comes out, punches look like punches. The next time, you know, when the sequel comes out, punches are lightning fast. When the next one comes out, they're like flashes. They're constantly pushing the speed, making it go faster, 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 because people have learned the game. And they're you know, they don't want to waste the time watching an animation, they want to have the interactions against the enemy. So you'll see that, I don't think we can bomb again with the Yubari there. I'll like try to rocket the Yubari. So you'll see like tier 10 isn't really different from tier 8, it's just more. It's like 20% more AA, it's 20% more flak, 20% more fighter. Well, I guess 40% more fighter if you think of from 5 fighters to 7 off of CV. It's just shit like that. So, in short, does tier 4 need fighters? No, it's deliberately designed to be basic. And should you feel ashamed for playing CV in tier 4? No, because CVs are deliberately designed with shit-ass damage. So that even though, yes, they can affect you, and yes, the enemy AA sucks, the CV is probably not winning the match anymore, because the damage was adjusted. There was a time where it was a thing, but I don't believe that's still the case. Planes are slow. I think we can move up.
Pilot mode enabled.
Try to keep repressing. We're pretty handily in the lead. It's okay to believe that a person is important because they convinced you so, but why extend this belief for their kids? It's pretty natural. If you're in a position of power and you believe something, then you're probably going to teach other people the same thing. I mean, literally, this conversation has merit in terms of, like, CV bad. Somebody who's in a position of power, somebody that knows the game, says, I don't like CVs, fuck CVs. People will look to that person in a position of power and go, yes, this person doesn't like them. CVs made me mad too. I definitely agree with this. CVs are bad. See, there is an aspect of cult of personality that can come in. But mostly it's just an appeal to authority. If somebody feels like they have authority, and I mean, even people listening to me now, I don't know, this guy seems real good at the game. I'm gonna believe what he tells me. I mean, I'll tell you why I think what I think. But there are other people that you don't even have to. It's just, I believe this guy, he's really good, I'm gonna hear what he says, and I'm just gonna run away with it. I'll take this at face value. You did the host show as a single torp ship in the days when the grind was 68k. You remember driving Langley and host show and being able to shoot stuff down. You sort of yearn for that. Well, yeah, they removed fighters, the fighter interactions that the old version had. So that's, well, unless they introduce like a support carrier or some kind of carrier that has an interaction like that, until they introduce those mechanics to the game, they do not exist. So tier 4 is a learning tier for how to use rockets, torps, bombs. Tier 6 is the next extension of how to use rockets, torps, bombs that deal slightly more significant damage, but not run away with the match significant damage, while also experiencing more flak, more AA, and fighters. And then tier 8 is the more fully formed gameplay. Should get one, maybe two, depending on how hard he turns. Yeah, he's turning back out, so we did get two there. Eh, whatever. This one should be done. The important question, why do I believe this guy? Yeah, I mean, it's valid to ask. Just because somebody tells you something doesn't mean that it's correct. It doesn't mean that it's useful information. It means that somebody told you something. So it's always worth thinking about, what did they say? Why did they say it? What's the reasoning behind it? It's just useful to know. Some people are going to be able to give you the reason. Some people aren't. The answer is usually simple. I want to believe. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that is in argumentative terms. Like, there are phrases in debates and stuff, like appeal to feeling, appeal to reason, appeal to this, appeal to whatever. So if you can appeal to somebody's thoughts on how it feels, well, that feels like it's right. You know, that's an easy way to make somebody take the leap of logic and go along with you. You're at the tier 8 German CV, very different or very difficult from the other lines. Yeah, I mean, I try to explain to people, the US is the most basic CV experience. Shoot something, hit something. Maybe you light a fire, maybe you make a flood. Shoot something, hit something. Deal damage. Japanese, a little more specific. The attack lines you have to be a little more vigilant on. AP bombs may or may not citadel, so you have to learn some bombing technique. But if you hit with the torps, you hit with the rockets, you're going to deal damage because the pen is good. Stuff like that. It's a little more advanced. And then you have the British line and the German line. And the British line, if it doesn't go against ships that it can pen, then you set some fires or something, you do hilariously terrible damage because you just can't pen it. You can't rip through the armor on a thing that's armored in a way that you can't breach. So shit. So you can torp it, but that's kind of like, that's almost the extent of your options. It can be really rough. Well, the same thing happens with Germans, although it's a different style of armor. Instead of the armor on the outside of the ship, it's the armor kind of on the inside, or the protective armor on the citadel, that's going to make the difference on whether you can interact with it or not. And since DDs don't have citadels, you definitely suck against them. So it's interesting kind of how it's an advanced line based on armor schemes. So the Germans and the British actually similar in that. Which I don't know how many people really piece that together, but that's something I've observed. Too low? It's a little too low. It's a bot. So it's just gonna go straight. Cut in on this maybe, keep them broadside. That's a little better, yeah. A little over the water there. So the Germans with the AP, if you can get the citadels, you break, how do I put this? The Langley has HE rockets. Because it's HE rockets, they're kind of damage gated. The amount of damage you can output is less than what you could theoretically do with the citadels, and once the ship is saturated, you do even less damage still. The citadel structure, you can bypass that, so you can actually do some pretty serious oof if the cruisers are not turning and manipulating your lines so that you can't get citadels. And I see there's a long reply from Yank Jaeger, which I'd like to read, but I'm gonna see if I can get this Kuma first. Just a little line, a little over the water line. Able to do the thing. Make rockets against the Phoenix. I still strongly dislike CVs, but just trying to adjust gameplay to counter when possible. A Against an FDR, not possible. Your main comment nowadays against the CV players from the old Daffy Duck line, you're despicable. Just trying to keep in a good humor. Sure. There is counterplay to an FDR, but the FDR requires teamwork. It requires cooperation. Steel ships are designed for competitive players. Competitive players cooperate. I mean, it's in a clan battle, right? Okay, interesting. So the FDR is actually made in such a way that it can still breach fortified AA defenses to get through, but it doesn't have a lot of utility outside of that.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
But that means when you take the FDR into randoms and people have no coordination whatsoever, then it's incredibly hard to beat back this obnoxious menace that is designed to live in a coordinated environment. So on the plus side, the FDR is great at beating the fuck out of a battleship. Sucks at dealing with destroyers, kinda sucks at dealing with cruisers, depending on how the cruiser is played. So it has weaknesses built into it, but still the fact that it can just run around slapping things, especially if those things are like parked on an island and they don't want to move, it can be tough for people to deal with. The increase to the fighter stuff and the commander rework is actually a really big buff to trying to deal with the FDR, but that also requires your CV to have the ability to fight off the FDR instead of having to do shit on the map. Because there are times where I'll be in a Richthofen, which I have fighter spec'd, so that I can bully an FDR, but this flank is failing, this thing is breached, our ship died over here, and it's like, I can either focus on the FDR or I can focus on the shit that's happening on the map. I can't do both. Sometimes I can do both, but usually I have to deal with this fire while the FDR is, you know, lighting fires on the other side of the map. So it's... Damn it. Okay, well, this is hopefully a kill shot. Oh, damn, we had 3 planes. Could have taken the rockets down to the Svetlana. So it's 1-to-1 cap. Lost a lot of oomph here. Double DD over here, Alighieri. I think I can just push the Svetlana maybe, and see if maybe we can kill this and take C. Is this a bot? It is not a bot. They are not a bot, not it. Yeah, you're mainly in randoms, don't clan battle. Mainly a DD player. Oh, well, I'm actually surprised that the FDR annoys you as a DD player, because as a DD, the FDR has an extremely hard time dealing with you. Kind of at all. Where the hell is this Svetlana? I am detected, I just don't know where the hell this dude is. Okay. I'm like, where is this guy? Flying a little above the water. 5. Decent. I think we can cut in, because I think he's hard turning, or not. It's kind of wiggling back and forth. Got some damage. Try to stay on this. As long as he doesn't get murdered by the Langley. If I can get this off the board, the Langley probably doesn't kill him super easy. Svetlana could damage my hull and take me out. Double DD over there. Probably kill the Corbeil. Isakaze doesn't kill them, but the Corbeil was able to take one of them. Orion did. Good shot, I guess. Gonna stay on the Svetlana, though. Because this is the thing that's threatening this flank, allowing us, or potentially stopping us from taking C and living. I'll lose a fair amount of health brawling this dude, but I really do want to take him out. Because even though the German planes are fast, we're just noticing, like, I just need to be extremely, I need to be a lot more aggressive with my positioning, because even though the planes are fast, I'm just not having enough influence. Too low. Let's go on this. Okay, one good shot, we can take him down. He's probably going to be able to kill the Langley. We take some damage off this, but I think it'll be alright. Pop the engine boost and see if we can get a line without this island being in the way. We'll do that. Come on. Need you to go away, sir. That's not going away, sir. At least he's zoning in on trying to shoot me. Please go away. Thank you.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Alright. Battleship, single DD. Once he gets Charlie, hopefully he can go back and protect Bravo.
Teammate, I need your support. All stations, defend that area.
Yeah, probably wants to go after the Langley, in which case I'd understand, but
Problem solved, sir.
Langley's fighter's probably not back up yet. Because he just got attacked by the other CV. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I think it's like smokestacks, son of a bitch. Well, there's the defensive fighter. Be nice if we could wait for it to latch and then shoot, but I don't think I can. It did latch, but he didn't actually start firing.
Do not let the enemy take the area.
Well, we lose B, but he'll kill the Langley. Let me see where this is. Battleship. Okay, well there's the DD. How much health does the battleship have? That's important.
All forces, capture that area.
Full health. That's bad. Alright. Maybe. Single set. Need to lead more. Italian battleship's kind of zippy. It's probably fine. Come out with bombs again. Single set. Keep going. I hope he takes him. Do I have to help here? No. Maybe? I don't know. Hopefully it's okay. We'll work on this.
Capture that area.
Wish I had a fighter. This has too much health. You guess you're a rocket magnet no matter the newer maneuvers or smoke? I don't know. Sorry. I'll have to read that in a second. I'm busy. Hard turn, swing around. Good.
Destination reached.
We lose a plane. And then maybe we get 4. Shit. Langley's slowly heading to back cap. Fuck.
Autopilot mode.
I have to run from the Shenyang. Bruh. Bruh.
Teammate,
Please.
I need your support.
Can you... Fuck. If we get a single Citadel, it's a kill. And then we get to Torpid to DD, that's not gonna matter. Please die. Please die.
We've destroyed an enemy
Maybe I rocket him. Fuck. See, like, we get a Kraken, 85,000, and we're still, like, right on the brink of fucking failure. So...
Fighter airborne.
Does it really matter if you're playing a tier 4 CV in this shit? Ugh. I mean, he obviously wants to torp.
Autopilot mode enabled.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
God, I wish we still had caps.
Fighter destroyed.
Eventually, this fucker's gonna have his torps again.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Bitch, please. Alright? Go away. You hear me? You hear me on this? Go the fuck away. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Get some flesh wound flags. Jesus, fuck.
Sunk an enemy destroyer.
All forces, capture that area.
Langley's trying. Orion didn't give a shit for the last 5 minutes. Come on. Orion's not. He might get there in what, 2 minutes? 1 minute, 2 minutes, maybe. Langley's going to be in here in about a minute. It's close enough that if we swap the caps, that'll be useful.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Is my back sore? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. After the tier 4 change, it is much harder to play tier 4. That is a good thing. Tier 4 is supposed to be where the CV doesn't just run away with everything. But, I mean, when you're throwing 100,000 damage, 6 kills, like, just, and it's still this goddamn close. Like, come on. Please get an A. Come on. You can get an A. Come on. There we go. Another minute for the Orion. We still have... God, Jesus. There's a Citadel in here somewhere. I don't know if I'll find it. It's not going to be 30,000 damage, though. Go away. We found one. Okay, so what is this? 3 every 5 seconds, 6 points every 10 seconds, 36 points per minute. So once this goes, we'll be getting 72 points a minute. Eventually, Bravo will get taken. The Langley's going to get resets on this. But I mean, as long as the Orion is in the circle, that's all that's going to matter. So this is being cock-blocked. We're going to gain 72 points a minute, and they're not gaining any points right now. At least as long as this dude is alive. So we need a minute and a half to overtake. We can, as long as this dude stays alive. If he dies, that's a 100-point swing. But if he's able to take this cap, the game is assured. It's reset? No, that was a failed drop. So, okay, we take this cap, the game is assured. Oh. No, it's not close at this point. Because once we take the third cap, we're making 72, 108 points per minute, and we still have 2 minutes to go. So we'll get 216 points in the time they get 0 unless they kill this for 100. It's guaranteed. Yes, Cartane, that is true. Preventing the red team from scoring points while cock blocking the cap is very important. Okay. I guess you're obviously a rocket magnet no matter the maneuvers or even the smoke at times. It's just getting futile. Even worse than 2 CV matchups, smokes only last so long, using islands as a barrier only lasts so long, so you have to move. So Yank Jaeger, do me a favor, and I'm gonna show you, let me double check that this is, yeah. So I'm gonna show you, this is my Discord. Down below the stream, you can look down, there's a Discord thing, you can join it. General discussion, you got people that hang out, they talk about stuff, but there's a replays channel. If you can send a replay of a situation where you're in a DD or you're playing what you're playing and you're just getting fucking wrecked by a CV, you know, I can talk to you about what's going on, why you're getting hit, what you can do, how you can counterplay. Because there is counterplay. It may not feel intuitive, but it is there. The more that you see what a CV does and how a CV strikes, the more you can learn how to play against it. But sometimes people need, you know, that initial leg up to be able to tell them what to do. Also, there was... Let me see if I can find this. In the CV game. It's not what I'm looking for. Anti-CV tactics, yeah? This. Alright, so this is just one of a video, or one video that I've done, and frankly I would like to make it into a series. So if I'm able to get a significant amount of videos, or replays, of, you know, people in DDs that are basically just, you know, getting wrecked, so that we can go through the replay, we can talk about why you're getting wrecked, what's going on. Holy shit, all that's 1,500? That's it? That's all? Okay. Cool. Oh, goodness. How much further on this? We're halfway there. Okay. CVs are your last line to research, and there too you're not understanding how much damage you receive in your DD in comparison to what you've been able to deal with your CV attempts. Yeah, so the best thing I can tell you is, do you know, I don't know if you, how do we find this? Replays. So if you go to, in your computer, there's going to be, you know, wherever your World of Warships thing is, you're going to have a replays thing. And this is going to keep the last 20 replays that you've done, 20 or 30. It's one of the two. It might be, maybe it's 30. So it just automatically saves them. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to enable anything. It automatically saves them. You can change them so it saves all of them. Or you could change it to 200 or whatever the hell number you want. So you can find your replays, keep that file, and you can look at it after you play. Kind of examine what you did, what happened. So if you can send me a replay of basically you getting your ass kicked in a DD and you're like, I just don't understand, what could I have done, what happened, etc. I can explain the interaction that occurred and, you know, why it went badly for you, what other options you could have done, what you needed to be prepared for, stuff like that.
Battle starts.
Yeah, it always saves your last 20 games, so, or it's either 20 or 30 games. There was a time where replays were not saved, unless you specifically like went in and you altered the game client to save it or something. But somewhere in the last 5 to 6 years of this game being out, the developers just went, fuck it, we'll just save the last 20 or 30 replays, and that's what it does. So you can change it to save more, you could change it to save less, or disable saving replays at all, but it's in your World of Warships folder. You can look at your past, the recent games that you played. And you can, anybody can watch them, but it has to be on the same patch that you're on, otherwise the game doesn't understand it. Guess we could move forward and then maybe just move back. There's a Gisano. PSA, you leveled 1 CV line. In co-op with only 17 random battles, 1 game a day, it'll happen. Yeah. I leveled, when I learned CV, I learned in co-op. So that taught me how to shoot. Because that was primarily what mattered, was just chewing through all the fucking health to get the enemy ships dead. Too low. That worked out. Felt like it was too low. Sometimes I worry if, because the rockets might hit the water and not pen. There we go, cool, that's done. Whatever. Maybe go for the Gisano. Yeah, oof. I mean, if the rocket Citadel, you're gonna see some damage. That is the nice thing with the German CVs, but it has to be a Citadel. If it's not a Citadel, then the damage is extremely lethargic. Thanks for the 1 bit. Yeehaw! Alright, this is a bot. Not bots. See if we can get a good shot into this. Okay, so we got cruisers in the south. Karlsruhe and a Yubari. We'll try to stay on those. Hopefully the Dugoi... Well, like I said, I mean, bot accuracy is actually pretty good as far as guns go, so he'll probably be able to shoot the Iaslav and hit him multiple times, but the Iaslav will likely just torp the Dugoi down. So we're gonna look for the Yubari. Come on, bot. Shoot the thing. And at least they added some code so that bots can dodge torps. Might have to work on this. How bad is it? Looks kind of rough. We'll cut in. Alright, so there's that. Yubari's starting to show broadside to some battleships, although he's at a pretty decent range. Can we cut in on this? Can we drive him closer to our teammates, maybe?
Fighter airborne.
Oh, way too far. Way too far. Yeah, I gotta watch this reticle. There's shots that I can take in other German CVs I can't do in this one because it has this prolonged drop. So the reticle is really farther out than I'm expecting it is. I need to pay attention to the reticle placement. I don't play the Rhine very much. Alright, so see, DD is gone. We can try to find this guy. He's spotting us. There he is. So, once again, German CV versus Destroyer. Ugh. Does he let us torp him or not? Too far? Maybe not. Nope, worked out. Big oof. He realized, oh shit, there are planes and they matter. So now he should try to dodge. It's a drop from a high height, so that release is delayed. Nope, it's too high. Try to rocket it though. Hey, we have secondaries. Maybe the secondaries will kill him. Derp. Come on. Because that worked out real well for us last time. Thank you. Go away. Let's do this just in case he torped. I don't know if he did, but he might have. Triple battleship up there. Yubari is running. He could work on the Daguerre, the whatever that was.
Problem solved, sir.
Okay, well, that was not a good line. These guys are in retreat. Slides this way. Maybe. Nope. Okay, so we'll solo down the shit on this flank too. Cool. Please die. Just like, can we just not? No. This is far enough away that I don't think I have to worry about that. Oh, no. No, no, no. God damn, son of a... Whatever. Alright. You don't know how to make the turn. I get it. Let's figure it out together, CV. We can do this. Because I'm not going to turn over here where I'm going to be exposed to this shit. For God knows how long. Come on. Alright. Kick that over. And we'll kick that to full because the rudder should be correct. Maybe we work on this. Holy shit, this is a triple div of them? Are you serious with this? Okay. The Yubari is a god if I can't kill the Yubari and nobody else kills it. Because he can shoot me regardless of what I want. You know, I can have a defensive fighter all day, every day, and it's not going to shoot down shells. So the Yubari can murder me if I can't kill him. Also, the Isakaze can murder me if I can't kill him. And if there's nobody else that's going to shoot this son of a bitch, then, yeah. Pop the engine boost. Oh my god. There's something about this attack animation that, like, when they enter a dive, they no longer can turn, which is different than the other German bombing animations. Like, they have this weird forward pull. That might be a kill. I'll stay on this.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Yeah, and there's the DD, probably, the Isakaze. Do this. It's probably the Isakaze. Nope, it's the Yubari. We can rocket the Yubari. Now he's gonna shoot us. Which, once again, doesn't matter if the Yubari is good, bad, or whatever. He can shoot us, we die. That's how it works. Isakaze is probably up my ass pretty soon with torps. Please get fucked. Need you to get fucked more than that, sir. Fuck! Hey look, it's the Isakaze. He was indeed over there, waiting to torp me. We eat 2. Maybe 3. We actually eat 3. Doesn't matter. Can't kill that. Although technically I don't have to move at this point. Let's Suppose we could keep reversing, because otherwise we just walk into the Yubari's guns and die. Alright, team. Need you to do stuff. Need you to make things happen, team. Need the bad peoples to go away, team. That's how this works. It's a contract. I help you, you help me. Stuff needs to happen, friends. Oh god, whatever. I don't care. Can we somehow rocket this? Maybe? Battleship shells kill us.
Problem solved, sir.
Nope, he's turning out. And with the island here, I don't think I can make that shot. Because the island screws the rocket lining. Hey, a bad guy died.
Torpedoes to port.
Whatever. Eventually this dude will shoot us because we're free kill, but I guess he's just staring at the other guy at the moment. He rams the CV hull? Nope, makes it out. Can bomb this, I guess. He finally realized I was here. Could spot the Isakaze for the Alighieri, which I guess is what I have to do. In order for this to have a semblance of a chance of winning, because otherwise the DD is just gonna style all over this guy. Alright, let's see if we can spot the Isakaze and give this guy some semblance of an ability to shoot back. Because he doesn't know what's going on, he's just going to be a torp target. Although it would be great if anybody could kill the Yubari. Shot from over here. At least they didn't connect. Whatever, we'll hover him, maybe he'll smoke. We have a minute 40 seconds before our planes go away. Okay, Ryan kills him. He's too low in health and the Yubari will farm him. But at least he knows where the torps will come in from, or at least where he'll know where the DD is. Do. Well, doesn't matter anymore.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Bomb the Alighieri. If we can even get there in a minute? I don't know if we can. 13 clicks? Maybe. $30. Go about 10 clicks, so that's cool. That couldn't get it. It's the new line, Groff. The Italian battleships, it's the gimmick, you know, for this patch. You're gonna see a lot of Italian battleships doing Italian battleship stuff. Slow and steady wins the race. Oy. right. Double CV. Can Citadel these. So, Sinister. In order to control a replay, insert speeds up the replay, delete slows down the replay, and like, you hit insert once, it's double speed. You hit insert another time, it's like quadruple speed. Delete brings it down, you know, a few notches. End pauses the replay, and home sets it back to normal speed. In case you change the speed, really whatever, and you just want to go back to normal speed, you can hit home. As far as other commands and things, there's an ability, I guess, that you could stop the replay and look around. Usually that was left click or right click, and that seems to have gone away, but some people still have it. I don't know why that changed. But speed up is insert, slow down is delete, end is pause, and home is normal speed. The hell is that? It's gonna go into the smoke cloud. More bots? Umo bot, that's it. Dibs in the north. Because both of the DDs are V and the div, they're both Vs, so they'd be on top of each other. Let's try to get to this Kuma. Should hurt. Some. Could have done better. I think we shot too far forward to the Citadel. I overled. Slam on the brakes. Come on, come on, come on. Go. That's probably better. That was better. Maybe go for the Phoenix. Kuma's a bot. Kuma's just gonna get wrecked. Double V, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to specialize against destroyers, so I'll work on the Karlsruhe of the Phoenix.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Yeah, and it's just these two cruisers, so we'll be trying to work on the cruisers while we can, so we can be critically effective against cruisers with rockets. Should be good. It was good. Let's do that again, please. Might pop the engine boost here, not screw around with this, try and make this happen. Hard cut. Cool. I don't know, he's angled. Yeah, no Citadels there. Karlsruhe still, Phoenix behind it. V in a battleship pushing center. Need to work on that. And this is too much. We're gonna have to abandon this flank because they'll just push through. But we can keep working on the cruisers at least. What's the hard cut? So when you start the attack, the planes have the ability to cut really sharply to the side. So, I mean, if I click this and I slam on the brakes and I hold down, we can see just how aggressively these things can turn. We could do a 180-degree turn before they get down to their firing level and they start to slow down in their ability to turn. Not that they can't still turn, because they can, but during that prep phase, they can aggressively wrench around. Yes, DDs. Get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah, you don't like me. I get it. come on. Come on. 5 seconds till boost consumable. Well, the destroyer AA sucked. It might be a kill, it might be too high. Was too high, 5 overpens. Phoenix AA is not a joke. Pop the engine boost, don't want to mess with this, I just want to turn in and get this done with. Come on. Closer to the water line, close to the water line. Shit. Okay, let's try to work on some battleships, I think. Because the cruisers have faded back so far that chasing them is prohibitive.
Teammate, I need your support.
All stations, concentrate fire on the
It's an isolated DD he could brawl down. Eats a torp and dies. Good.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Acknowledged.
No.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
So I was calling this to try and get resets, but we need this dead. Karlsruhe super low. We'll work on the Alligari. Okay. Good. Starts to turn, lose a plane. Get a second drop on him because he's isolated. Unfortunate. Alright, we have enough people here. They're gonna farm this down because it's the big easy target. Called in reinforcements with Samson coming over to try to do something with this. Although the Clemson may actually kill our teammate Rhine. Because I don't know if we're gonna be able to stop him before he gets in range to torp. We can try to make him turn though. If he's turning, he's bleeding speed, so he's not gonna get to mod or whatever as quickly. I don't think I let enough there. Maybe I did. Okay. He was a little slower than he was going before, so that kind of worked out. This dude just really wants the CV's dick.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Please? Please. That's a kill. Well, it's not a kill, but it's really damn close. 200. Clemson gets the kill. Good. So we've got the dunk there. Can work on the Wyoming. God, all this stuff just got murdered. Okay.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Why is everything dying? Go for the Alligari. Wyoming would be a good thing to go after too. But let's see if we can get the Miyogi out. Phoenix is farming from a distance. Hermes is smoked. Okay. Let's pop the engine boost. Try to make the most out of this drop. Good. Fuck off. I'm not going to waste time trying to bomb a Phoenix because I assume I would just overpen him. Could work on the Wyoming. Should work on the Wyoming. Ryan might get the kill on the Alligari, so we need to match pressure. And trying to go for the Phoenix, I've been going for cruisers for the last like 5 games. If the dude is awake and even begins to turn, it's gonna screw the Citadels. All German CVs can do this. It's actually most accentuated on the Rhine. The Rhine can pull a 180. Most other German CV or German rocket planes can do about a 90 to 100 degree turn in the prep phase. So the Rhine is overly able to turn. but all the other ones are not. Alright, well, we can catch the Wyoming here. Why did he torp this? Bro, just shoot it. Make the pew pew noise, please. There we go. Made the pew pew noise. So the Clemson dropped his second rack. Does he have a third rack? Good. He has 2 racks on each side. Okay. I was like, did you just run yourself out of torps? So, please? Good. He's down. Okay. Hey, we got to win. Woo! Nice. How much further do we have to go before I have a CV that I feel like I can do things in? 10,000. 2 more wins. Okay, lots of Langleys. Triple, oh, okay, down to bots again. Cruiser bots, cruiser bots. Okay. Might not be worth going for cruisers. I don't know. Well, I think I have to, because their guns are going to be accurate. The question, often, like, cruisers end up, they YOLO forward until they get torped, or, they ram. They don't often, like, die to gunfire, so we're going to have to do pretty significant amount of damage to a bot cruiser for people to just actually shoot it down. Oh, there's the Dugoi. Work on that, I guess. Okay, fighter timed out. I guess he just activated it as soon as the match started. Too high? Too high, 5 over pens. Hard cut. Is that just not... I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't have a Citadel. I mean, if all I'm going to do is whiff on that, then I don't think I want to waste rockets into it. I'll try and torp the Clemson, slow that down. We don't have any scouting on this bottom flank, though, so I might actually have to start working that. Clemson pop smoke? I doubt the V has hydro. It's a Dene. I think that we could Citadel a Dene, but I don't think it's easy. Clemson wants to push the fight. He smoked and he's not actually stopping to stay in his smoke. I think he's just scared. Maybe he doesn't know how smoke works. It's probably a kill shot. Hopefully a kill shot. Slides into one, might slide into both. Does. Good. Alright. We lost cruiser, they lost cruiser. Cruisers are bots, it's gonna happen. Alighieri would want to bomb. Kuma, Islav. Okay, this is the next thing to pay attention to. Does the Phoenix get a kill here? Nope, just dies. So we have to work on the Dene.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Have to overlead because of how far the torps are going to drop. Still dropping, splash. And it didn't matter, he was too close anyway. Probably gonna have to overlead again here. Probably there. Such a long drop. That's good. Might be a kill. It is a kill. Hey. Okay. V.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I have to torp. I can rocket a V. It's not gonna do anything. It's gonna do some damage. I mean, if we catch a pen or something, it can be significant. Ooh. Big hits off the Alighieri. Okay, come in and torp this. See if we can make something happen. Alright, where are you, V? Which is funny, because I'm playing Cyberpunk. I don't know. One of those probably hits. Okay, and the sap comes in for the kill. To drop in on the Alighieri. Alighieri. Can we drop a second time? Keep turning off during the slingshot portion of the drop to set for the return drop. I think he keeps turning because otherwise he beaches, so yeah, whatever. We'll come out with bombs. It's all battleships at this point, and DD off in, I don't know, the middle of nowhere.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Got a flood. You having fun playing Tier 4? I don't know if I would call... I don't know. Tier 4 is fairly limited, and I am certainly feeling the limits of the CV. There's been much angry word... There's been much sarcastic, angry wording and banging on the table. Should be a good one. Oh, we got a Citadel. Come on, turn. There, I think. Is he still backing up? That's a decent drop, but that's also a lot of torps. He did. Come up with bombs again. Still, it's all battleships. Can probably move up.
Autopilot mode enabled.
You hate it when you get clubbed while you're clubbing. Oh, well. Bruh. We've had 60, 90,000 damage games. We had a game where we had 6 kills and about 100,000 damage at tier 4, and it was still mind-bendingly fuck you close. So, like, this is not clubbing, bro. This is not an auto stomp. This is not, oh wow, he's a really good CV. I guess we just auto win. Nope. Nope. Nah. Nope, not today. No, sir. You might be inclined to think that. You might, but no. Turns out when you significantly handcuff a capable player, it's harder for them to do shit. So, hey. But Tier 4 is designed to be a learning ground. It's a place where you learn how to bomb, you learn how to torp, you learn how to rocket. So, the fact that we did so much damage is only because the game went extremely long. That's good. Yeah. Plus, no, I have to bail. I should have bailed earlier. We lose 1 plane for it, maybe 2 get out. Maybe 1 gets out. Okay.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Ooh, eats 2. I think he just jumped more torps too. Yeah, I heard some torp noises. Okay, started the drop early so that we pull some of the range out. So we could finish aiming. It's go back in with the bombs. If we get 2 bombs into this, it's not a kill. Now it's a kill. If we get 2 citadels into this, it's a kill. I think we lose our friend man. Oh, friend man lives. Friend man continues doing friend man stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go on the Wyoming. 2 citadels could kill him now if we get 2 citadels. I don't know which way he's gonna turn, so I'm gonna try to come in from behind so we can read his movement. It's turning out. And it's getting close to a single citadel will be a kill. Hopefully that's a kill. He did. Good. Gary, he is love. We have so many more ships, and yet it just feels like this is extremely sparse. You'd like to see another tier 5 season? That was fun. Oh, clan-wise? But you really don't like clubbing, not because you think it should be free, but tier 4 is an unfun tier. Slow planes are getting on your nerves. That's why you like German CVs, but you don't really like the Audacious. Even it's a good CV, but boring. Well, the Audacious is not a tier 4 CV. I kind of jumped from one line of talking to right into another. Your V is a double ODD. Yeah. Secret mission. Secret mission too strong. Maybe, but maybe not. Slide into one? Nope. Sneaksies out of it. Turns in, so you'll juke this shit too. Maybe, maybe not. Not turning in. Turning out. Maybe this one? Maybe not. Ugh. Yes, behold the OP drops. Alright, we can bomb the Alighieri, because obviously we're not killing the DD. Yeah, lower tier ships, the gun performance is not great, but because they're shorter ships, they turn more easily. So you have much sharper turning radius, which allows you to be much more nimble. Also because of the rockets are extremely maneuverable, but because they're very slow in terms of a base speed, you don't have the same kind of like sliding into a citadel chance that you do in higher tiers. Over pens, we hit the side of the ship. It was a good last minute turn. Slam on the brakes, keep the down angle, take the drop. That's probably pretty good. Here we go. And looks like they're gonna have a makeout session. Give me a kiss. Yep. They snogged. In public too. Ugh. Oh, you know, you're usually that guy, but it's always impressive. Sure. So he is going to torp. Eventually. Where are you turning, bro? We did hit him, it just didn't matter. Oh, that dispersion. Oh, that dispersion was rough. We got super lucky on that one. Jukes the Langley, but how? That's probably a kill. That's a torp sandwich. Okay. Hey, Sconce, how's it going? Tier 4 is rough, man. It's been a lot of effort. It's been a lot of effort. One more and then we're out of tier 4. Really surprised he turned in? Yes, so I've reground the Japanese. See, man. All right. I've reground the British, then the Japanese line. I did the US recently, although I free XP'd the last half of the Lexington because I needed to get the Midway back for a video. And then this is the last one that I have not done a streamed regrind. So for people that are like, they want to see, you know, they want to see how I progress through the ships. It just gives somebody the ability to just like leave on a regrind stream, kind of zone out to it. I don't know how many people watch the entire 6 hours of a regrind stream, but you know, it's there if you want to see it. You can learn from it. Target choices, priorities, anger, frustration, the whole package. Yeah, the addition of the second CV torping, you know, fucked up his ability to just juke left and right and up and down and stuff. Which was good, because it at least gave us the ability to do something. That's what you're doing? Playing the Dyson Sphere program? What? Sorry, man, I don't know that reference. I know Miles Dyson was the name of the character that helped develop the Terminator 2 or whatever, but it's like Factorio. I've seen Factorio, but I haven't seen how Factorio is a game. So maybe it's just something I have to play to figure out, because it looks like you're just setting stuff up in a simulation. It doesn't feel like there's a game world going on or a win condition. Do you think the tier 4 German CV is the best one to start for a beginning CV player? No. And just in case you didn't hear that, no. I recommend the US line as a beginner's first line. You have high explosive rockets and bombs, so all you have to do is hit. If you hit, you'll deal some damage. The penetration on the US line is great. So for a new player, just hitting is going to be hard enough. That's the first step. That's the first, you know, part in the journey. So if you play the German CV, you might shoot, you might hit, and you might do almost no damage or no damage at all, depending on if the rockets ricochet. You could hit with the bombs and do really terrible damage as well. Because if you don't get citadels, you're not going to get very much out of it. So US line is going to be a good first line. Japanese line is going to be a great second line. And then after that, you can start to specialize out into German or British or whatever, because they are harder to play. German ships or German CVs are very conditional on what ships they can really rip into, based on whether they can citadel them or not. Should be a good shot. Oh, okay. Maybe it could have been a good shot, but it just ended up sucking anyway. So depending on, you know, if there's a citadel, if you can hit the citadel, if you know where the citadel is, because every ship's a little different. Sometimes the citadel is too thick and you can't pen it. Sometimes it's too thin and you over pen it. There's a lot more knowledge that comes in how you can try to get the most out of the German CVs. And I will admit, I'm not overly learned on tier 3 and 4 ships. Starting out doing that, it's a recipe for frustration. Not that you can't do it, not that people haven't done it, but it's a recipe for frustration. That's a bot, right? He didn't care, he's just gonna go forward. Can we at least try to get a reset on this somehow? Who knows? Might get lucky. Nope. Cross-eyed drop. Sexy. Although if we lit him... No. Might have been some shots that got resets. Oh, the Kolberg is blocking. That's what. So we can maybe torp into this. Out there. Go back down to rockets, try and work on cruisers. When you started playing CV, you ignored dive bombers mostly. Later, you discovered that ignoring them limits the results heavily. What was that in regard to? You've noticed that all of us that started on the IJN line, you tend to go torp heavy with any CV we play. Oh yeah, definitely. Because you'll learn, you know, you'll learn what they can do. And it's kind of the highlight of the line. The US line, the rockets are strong. They're not as maneuverable as other lines, but the rockets are strong, so you'll like using rockets. The torps are strong, although they're slow, so they're kind of unwieldy. But I mean, you still get to learn how to use the torps. That was a decent hit. There we go. Yes. And then the bombs are actually extremely maneuverable, so it can be a little tough going from US bombs and learning other bombers. But it still gives you a good foundation to work from. That'll be a kill. 69 health. Somebody else got the kill. Double DD. These are players, but it's still 2v4. So I could bomb the Miyogi, but the DDs are going to be the biggest problem. But at the same time, I'm not going to be able to pressure a DD in quite the same way as I can pressure cruisers and battleships. Take care, Scott, in chat. See you, hey, it's Numbers. Thank you for the game, sir. Should be okay. Yeah, so German AP bombs have excellent pen for stuff at their tier. Come on, come on. So, I mean, as long as you can really place the bombs into a citadel, you're probably going to get rewarded for it. Should be another good drop. I think I have to run from this flank.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Keep working on the Miyogi, maybe. DDs have kind of scattered, which is nice. We're only going to get one drop on him because we lost 2 planes before we were able to come back in on him. So, this is a one-way trip. And those torps look like they're going to miss. Maybe? Maybe this one? Maybe 2? Just the one. Well, he pulled away from the Alighieri, so maybe we get 2 drops. I think it was the other battleship that was really killing the planes. We probably get to drop with 2 and then drop with 1. And I started the attack lane. Could be good. Good. Do lose a plane, we get to drop again. He probably goes down. He does. Take bombs out for the Alighieri.
Victory is in sight.
Splitting 2. Yep. Yeah, Z was able to get some working done into him. Double DD over there's a problem. Looks like A flank has been claimed, which is great. As long as the V doesn't really just get himself rocked, then he'll be able to come in and start claiming Charlie once this guy leaves.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Alighieri's AA is not shit. I have this weird movement on the attack phase. The prep phase or whatever.
Our team has taken the lead.
Well, if at first we don't succeed, bomb again. He loses. Maybe. Isakaze? That's a torp boat, he might have shitty guns. Maybe. Like he might have one gun or something stupid like that, so the V might be able to take that trade, take the situation and win. Cool. He shot the rock. Reticle in front of the ship. Slam on the brake, drop off the nose, land mid. Okay, keep it up. Do it again. Keep it up. Derp. Interesting choice of torps. Okay, well, so the Isakaze seems to have maybe one gun, because the V is not dead. Hopefully we get 2 drops on this. Hard turn. Shit. Red torps. Oh, CV torps. Like, what? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Autopilot mode enabled.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Citadel and maybe 2 pens. Or just double set. Either is acceptable. There we go.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Gotta work on the Isakaze, I guess. I just can't hit him. Although this rocket plane is going to be a significant issue. It's landing shells. Broke his engine, repaired his engine. V's actually landing shells now. He ducks in. He does not eat those torps. He did. Okay, well. Hey. It's going to be the last game for moi on the Rhine. We should be able to upgrade to the Vaser now. Oh. It's a little under 3 hours, and that was really draining. Yep. Okay, cool. Nah, we got a commander. It's good. Alrighty. More, faster, healthier. Base 9-point build. This was a little awkward. I don't really care about the secondaries on the Vaser. Although with the accuracy dispersion change, that might technically matter. But I don't think the range is at all great. It's 5 kilometer base. We could take that up to 6. We could take that out to 7.2 and then maybe get it up to 7 point something. 7.5, 7.6 with the flag. What is our detection? 12. Well, that's not great. So we could have a 5 kilometer basically difference between the edge of our detection range and where the secondaries would kick in. We could do that. It's a thing we could do. As far as upgrades, we're going to get the plain one. If we really wanted to go crazy on the secondaries, we might take damage control party to help us brawl. But I don't think we can really look into brawling. With Hidden Menace being kind of screwed the way that it is, ideally you'd want to have your detection lower so that you could control your engagement ranges better in terms of secondaries. So we could go with secondary mod, or we can go with additional attack time on the rockets. I'm going to go with this because that means we have more time to try to find that citadel, hook in, catch the shot that we're looking for. And similarly, because we've seen what the rocket planes can do, I'm going to put additional health on the rocket planes and really live on this stuff. As far as what to upgrade, we can figure that out as we go. But looking at this, rocket planes, just more health, more speed. Oh, it's a significant amount of speed. More health, more speed. 2 additional planes per squad, so we go out with 8 instead of 6. More torpedo damage, more torpedo planes on the ship, less aircraft restoration time, so that's a fairly big upgrade. And for the bombers, more health goes faster, and that's it. Some additional restoration time because of it. So it looks like the bombs are, the torps are probably a big upgrade, but at the same time, plus 19 knots to the maximum speed, that's plus 19 knots to cruising speed as well. Like, that's a lot. Bomber is actually pretty significant as well. Plus 25 knots base. That's a huge speed increase too. You don't get much of a speed increase on the torpedo planes, but you get more on the deck. You have 12 instead of 9. You get better regen, more damage. That's kind of tough. It's a lot of stuff to factor in. So I think we have what, subscriber thingy, community contributor thingy, woot. I might actually just do the subscriber thingy. I think I'll do the subscriber thingy because I'm looking at the 150% base experience. That's what I'm looking at. A little experienced community contributor flag thing. Woo! And I will take additional flood chance on the torps. I don't think I have to worry about anything else. That should be fine. Commander-wise. This, yes. Having more fighters, it's more versatility. It's not a bad idea. Having additional patrol range, I guess. It's more like, what else could I want? Don't really need flak reduction. There's not a huge amount of flak at tier 6. Secondary memes would be cute, but I think ultimately just silly. Proxy foos would be a joke on a German CV, because you're not going to have enough raw damage to even matter in the first place. Bomber speed, maybe. Additional AP damage is, I mean, honestly, it's a joke, but it was made for the German CV for what that's worth. Whatever. This is functional. It's not really something I'm crazy about, but I don't really want to drop 500 doubloons or whatever to fix it. So I'll just let it be what it is. And sure, so you can take her out on her maiden voyage. Oh. Woo. This stuff started to render. Some of it's gone through. Okay. All right, double CV game. So tier 4, I mean, I really think the CVs are pretty ineffective. Tier 6, double CV starts to get problematic. CVs manipulate map positions, and they're very accurate. So part of the reason that your damage is reduced is because of how accurate you are, but when you double the CVs, you double the damage. So that's kind of a thing. We're not going to be able to get citadels on a Baltimore, or a Hipper, or a Mogami. I think we can on a Nuremberg. And we can citadel the stuff that's not the Massachusetts. So we've got some pretty limited target options here. Because these tier 8s, they're just going to have too much armor for us to be able to citadel. And the Massachusetts is a raid boss as far as we're concerned.
Good luck and fair seas.
Are there 2 tier 10 German carriers tech tree things? No. The tech tree only has 1 tier 4, tier 6, tier 8, and tier 10 for each of the nations, and there are 4 nations. There's 1 additional tier 10 carrier, which is the Roosevelt, the FDR, and that's a special ship. It's not a tech tree. It's available for steel.
Fighter airborne.
Yeah, the Massachusetts is going to be a raid boss in this situation. It's going to have extremely capable healing. It's going to be a lot. Oh, Okay, well, the Nuremberg is over here. I don't really want to dive into the fighter, but this is like the only thing that I can citadel on this map. So the fighter is going to lose us. It's a decent hit. Fighter's going to lose us 3 planes. And we just get out. Hipper probably kills the rest of the planes. So we got a hit in. You know, we added a little chunk of damage to him. We could probably work on the Fuso maybe before he links up with the other tier 8 or the tier 8 AA of a Hipper. Yeah, there are 2 test CVs, I think, that use the skip bomber mechanic. That's something that's in testing. It's still in development by Wargaming. One of them is the Max Immelmann, which has only torpedoes and skip bombs, and that's it, at least in its current iteration. And then you have, I think it's the Werner Voss, which I don't know what the Werner Voss is. I think it's just a test ship. Like, literally, it's not going to be anything, or it hasn't been announced that it's going to be anything. It's just being used as a ship to test stuff. So both of those are not available because they're still figuring out what the hell they're going to do with them. So you're going to try and angle during the prep phase. That's the yellow part. He turns out. Still get a drop here. We can spin around. Come back in on the Fuso. We get a drop. The fighter will latch, but it'll latch as we're dropping. So it's not going to be a significant concern. Cool. Take rockets for the Nuremberg. See if maybe when the smoke goes down, we can maybe hit them. There's hybrids in testing as well. Yeah, but there's no tier 10 CV hybrid whatever. As far as I know, there were only 2 hybrids that were announced. The Tone, which is like a tier 6, and then the Issei, which is I think a tier 8 battleship. I don't know what the Issei is. But people were talking about like, hey, there's these like carriers that could launch planes like or there's these cruisers that could do planes and battleships that could do planes, and we really want you to add these into the game. Well, so they're in testing. Am I interested in the hybrids? I think it's a neat idea. Hopefully it's cool. The biggest problem with the cruiser hybrid is I really don't play cruisers. I tend to get wrecked. And the way that they've announced the hybrid mechanics is that it's like you take off with the planes and then the planes don't go back to the ship. They don't land. So you take off and like you basically use your weapon once every 2 or 3 minutes, and then you don't have the weapon for another 2 or 3 minutes. So you just basically do the normal stuff. You just run around as a cruiser, run around as a battleship, doing whatever you do. I mean, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Sounds like it could be cool. Dead? Not dead. Dead now, though.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Sashio resmoked. Could drop a hipper, or drop a fighter maybe for some spotting. Can I do anything over there? There's the raid boss.
Our team has taken the lead.
I can try to bomb the New Mexico. I think we can move up because we're doing pretty well on this side. We've got a whole bunch of ships. Big question is, how many people does the Massachusetts murder? The secondary has probably ripped the Cleveland apart. Ooh, maybe not, because the Cleveland is tier 8, right? So he's got what, 25 mil, and I think the Massachusetts secondaries are like 20. Maybe they're 25 with IFHE. Maybe? I don't know what the mass numbers are. I'll try to bomb the New Mexico. Wish I could see. Hipper's AA is going to be prohibitively strong, but then again we keep eating flak, which that's not going to help us get a second attack off. I don't get a second drop. Cool. So the mass murdered the Cleveland. There's another ship back here that also got murdered. I don't know how that all works. We just need to get this stuff down somehow.
All stations, concentrate fire on the
Autopilot mode enabled.
Hey, good. The raid boss has been slain. Did submarines completely fade away? No, not to my knowledge. They had, Wargaming has something they call Waterline, where it's like they announce news about the stuff and kind of what's in development, what they're thinking, whatever. And the most recent episode of Waterline, which was like a month ago, said that, you know, they had stuff that they wanted to talk about in regards to subs that, you know, we're excited about, we want to talk about, we want to whatever about, and we look forward to telling you about this in the future. Well, it's been like a month, so I don't know when that future is going to come, but they did announce that, you know, something's going to happen. So whatever that something is, we'll eventually find out about it. Cleveland committed suicide? I don't know what happened with the Cleveland. Your tinfoil hat theory is that subs are being kept in the back pocket for when they need to generate hype due to COVID winding down and people trying to go outside. I don't think I can agree with that one. I think that the Commander rework generated a shitload of community attention. And for the moment, there's a lot of data that they're trying to read and sift through about what the community is doing in response to the community or the captain rework. You know, how people are playing, how the skills are affecting people, what can they do to alter the skills, what skills actually need to be altered, what are just people bitching about. That's a lot of time, a lot of effort, and if you just start throwing change after change after change after change, you start screwing up the data. Like, if you know what the situation is, and then you just start, you add more classes, and you, let's throw in hybrids, let's add different CV, like you just, if you change so much at one time, how do you know what's really going on? How do you know, how do you know how to read the data? If you keep writing in different languages, how do you know which language to read? So, yeah, they're introducing Italian battleships. It's a battleship. It's got sap shells. It has a smoke. But in terms of, like, how aggressively new or different or strange is it? It's a battleship. It's got kind of crappy dispersion from what everybody I've heard says. And it has sap shells. Woot. So, basic. It's not like it's a huge game redesigning thing. Cool. We can Citadel the Hipper, because he's definitely going to have enough armor for us to bite into the Citadel. So I would expect, before they're going to dive off, you know, and dive into subland, that they're probably going to, like, make sure that the water is cool, or test what the water temperature is before they throw more shit into the pot. That's my theory. But that's just based on, like, I think Wargaming sets based on what I've seen, I think Wargaming sets a lot of, they have a pretty grueling pace. They're constantly coming out with new modes, new events, new lines, new ships, new animations, new lighting models. They seriously seem to be putting a shitload of effort into this game, trying to make it work. And at one time, they could be doing 3 different major things. Like, working on subs is pretty major. Working on hybrids has the potential to be major. Working on captain skills is major. There's new mechanics that they're looking to add to the game with this, whatever the skip bomb shit is. Although I don't think that's going to be much of a big deal, but I mean, it's a different mechanic, it's new. So it's not like they're just kind of doing one thing and it's just like one major thing a year. It's like they try to do 3 or 4 or 5 major things in a year, but you're still going to have to take 2 or 3 months to figure out what the hell you've just done to your game and how do you make sure everything keeps working. Yeah, Mr. Erickson, Wargaming has done a much better job in terms of concepting and iterating on subs. They had initially stated when they came out with like the CV rework, when they put it on the public test server, there's, you know, a few thousand people that play on the public test server, but they probably have a player base of like 2 or 3 million people. They just don't play every day. Or at least however many accounts, they probably have 2 or 3 million accounts, but maybe like 100 or 150,000 active players. I don't know numbers, I'm just making this up. So 150,000 people versus like 2? That's a pretty big difference. So they figured, well, we're not going to be able to balance this on the test realm because there's just not enough people to give us enough data. We'll just balance it on live. Woo boy. That went over well. So when it came to the subs, they went, we're not going to balance it all live. We'll do the best that we can to figure it out in closed testing. Then we'll make an event for it so that it's a special event thing that people can participate in on live, not in the middle of the random battles and everything. And then we'll take that data and we'll step back and we'll analyze it. And then maybe we'll have another special event. Like, so they've been much more measured in their approach and how to figure out how do we expose it to the live audience so that we get the testing data that we need without completely upending the game. And I think they've been, I think their approach has been working out fairly well on that front. All sorts of flack. No citadels, but she's tier 8, so it's not a big surprise. Can we swing on this? Are you gonna keep turning? Nope, it's gonna turn back the other way. So I don't think we actually get to shoot again. Because we lose this plane, and now we're gonna lose the next plane. Get to shoot with one. Hey, we got a citadel! It actually happened. I think at this point, this one's done. Do it live! Yeah. Side question, did you play Diablo 2 back in the day? I'm stoked about the announcement remaster for it. I never played any Diablo game until Diablo 3 came out. I remember seeing Diablo on store shelves as a kid when I went to like CompUSA and whatever, but I never actually played that game. So Diablo 3 was my first, you know, run around beating stuff up looter kind of game. I enjoyed it for what it's worth. I think the controversy was overblown, although the auction house was a fine feature, but they limited the in-game drop rates so that people didn't just get all the best items within the first 2 or 3 weeks and throw them on the auction house, and suddenly everybody was at the end game because they just bought amazing gear and everybody was done. Why play the game? So I get why they limited the items, but the way that they limited the items made the auction house into an obnoxious feature that skewed the game and made it unfun. So when they altered drop rates and they got rid of the auction house, I think that relieved a lot of tension for the people that frankly hated Diablo 3 from the start. And supposedly they really nailed the formula with their first expansion pack, which the devs were excited about. But the corporate overlords said, nope, no more expansions, no more Diablo 3. It's everybody in the community hates it. We're gonna move on. We're gonna do something else now. But no, we've got it. We found the formula. We made it good. Nope, it's tainted. Not doing it. Okay. So I have played a few Diablo 3 seasons, but I never played to be competitive with it. I just played to kind of get to the end game and say, yep, that's cool. I didn't dump thousands and thousands of hours into it. Bombers, rockets, torps. Torps actually give us the most impact upgrade, but I really want the additional speed, like a lot. I'm gonna go with the additional speed. An additional 19 knots base speed is really significant. And I mean, as long as we keep winning, we probably just unlock the other 2 planes in 2 more battles, so should be okay. Is there any good talk about Diablo 4 at BlizzCon? I didn't watch any. I watched some of the BlizzCon stuff, but very, very little. I saw the World of Warcraft cinematic for the next update. That's kind of where I stopped. So I didn't watch very much at all. Yeah, they did announce a rogue class. I did hear about that. Yeah, somebody bought an axe for a bunch of money in Diablo 3. The reason for the auction house is actually Diablo 2, people would trade items, and you could go to websites and buy items from people, which sounds cool until you start having issues where somebody pays money and they don't get the item, or somebody pays money and then their account gets hacked and all their shit gets stolen, or their credit card data gets used fraudulently because this shady bullshit website that sold in-game items is actually not legit. So Blizzard gets to eat all the crap from that, with people filing customer support complaints and saying, hey, can you help me because I got defrauded by a random company on the internet. Well, what did they come up with? They came up with the auction house, which is literally an in-game feature where if you're going to do this, it's in a safe environment that, you know, is dealt with on Blizzard servers and transactions and environments and everything. So it could have been okay if the game itself gave everybody items in a way that they never had to interact with the auction house, but the people that really effing loved the game and wanted to be perfect about it could. Well, then you just make the Diablo 2 experience in Diablo 3, where you just play, you get some shit, maybe it's some cool shit, you offer to sell it to somebody who wants some cool shit, they pay you for it. Awesome. And instead of shady website that's gonna fuck you, you've got an in-game interface that allows you to do it safely. That, perfectly okay. Completely think it's a great idea. Unfortunately, the game designers, I guess, wanted to save the integrity of the game and make sure that everybody wasn't just running out buying the best items and then they just auto-win the game. But it's a single-player game. It's okay to auto-win the game. And you just make a new character and you auto-win the game again. Like, it's all in fun. I don't think Diablo 3 really had a PvP aspect of it when it was released, so that wasn't a concern. Could take shots on Matsuki. I think I'll take shots on the Yahagi, though. I really want cruiser citadels. Don't want to spend time trying to interact with destroyers. Yeah, my win condition is citadeling the ever-living shit out of cruisers. Aim too far forward. Yeah, the speed feels much nicer. Don't know if I can Citadel Hawkins. Maybe. Actually, probably because it's tier 5. But I'm going to stay on the Yahagi because I'm correctly lined for it. Better. Okay. Sadly, you don't expect an SC3? Soul Calibur 3? What is SC3? StarCraft. StarCraft 3 is in the works, according to Blizzard. I think they discontinued the updates for it because they felt that they needed to take the next step forward. That being said, I believe the StarCraft 3 design team left Blizzard and merged up with one of the old Blizzard CEOs, co-owners, whatevers. And they're trying to make what theoretically, you know, could become the next big RTS titles supported for years and years to come. But then again, every time you form a company that wants to create the next best, amazingest thing ever, that's what they're going to hype it as. So that's kind of a thing that just, you're going to hear. But inevitably, Blizzard will make a StarCraft 3. It will happen. Although they'd have to come up with new characters, because Kerrigan is gone, right? She ascended on high to become a, I don't know, alien power being thing. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Get Torps off from the Mitsuki. Whiff. See if we can keep them occupied here.
Fire on the designated target.
Probably not. I think he out accelerates. Maybe he gets one Torp. No. Down, he got two.
On the enemy warship.
Okay, well, cool. Play it again, Sam. Whatever. Cruiser's over here. God, we got two again? Witsuki's still playing scared. I don't know how this works. Two cruisers charging face first into two battleships. That could be a scary little recipe for super failure. Mitsuki's pretty fucked up. Yeah, super fucked up. Might actually be burning, because it looked like his health was ticking. Cool. Oh, he's flooding. Hey.
Destroyer blown up.
We have all three cruisers over here, which we might be able to get hits on. Hawkins has a good heal. Yahagi 8k. If we get good citadels into him, we got 10k into the Yahagi before, so I mean, could make magic happen. Just need these guys not to get murdered. I don't really want to go for a Helena because the citadel is really thin. But maybe I have to go for the Helena? Because it's what I can see. $6k, got something. Can we turn on the Yahagi? Can we finish what we started? We got 10k. If we get citadel damage, that's not saturated. Maybe? Nope. Still have two more planes.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Nobody's turning in though. I don't think I can do this. Power of positive thinking. Nah. Nah. Well, I really don't have rocket planes at this point, so we're gonna have to bust this to allow people to turn. And Sacrificial Synop is going to die for our sins. So we can try to work on this. One of our cruisers is already dead.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Supreme Commander was a great RTS game. Yeah, I actually played the original, Total Annihilation. Yeah, Total Annihilation was really exciting, and I think we had a 66 megahertz computer at the time, and I was super excited when we upgraded to a 300 megahertz computer, and because I figured that it would be able to run the 3D modeling better, but it still got bogged down with big fights. But if you haven't played Total Annihilation, can recommend. It's awkward in the sense that you have redundant units. StarCraft is pretty refined, like a unit does a thing. Burns out, maybe? Burn, please go away. Stop shooting me with the, stop shooting me. We lose one plane, probably both planes. Let me drop! That might be a kill. Nope, just a thump. Minakaze is running. Helena Hawkins. Oh wow. The Synop has not yet died for our sins. TA's on Steam, bought it for the second time on sale a few years ago. Yeah. No, actually, Supreme Commander is not Total Annihilation 2 because there was actually a Total Annihilation 2. They made basically Total Annihilation that was, I'm not gonna say it was like a rip-off, because I think it was still designed by, oh my god, Chris something. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. but it was like Total Annihilation Kingdoms or something. So it was like a medieval theme or a medieval vibe version of Total Annihilation. Then Cave Dog, I think, was the developer. Then they made Dungeon Siege, right? I think they made like 3 or 4 of those. And then eventually made Supreme Commander. Chris Sabbath? No, not Sabbath. But Supreme Commander is, yeah, it's like the iteration of what the next step of Total Annihilation would have been, but I'm sure they didn't have rights to the name. Total Annihilation Kingdoms, though, is technically like the successor. Well, how about I put it like this? It's like Command and Conquer and Red Alert. There was Command and Conquer, or Total Annihilation, and then there's Red Alert, which is Total Annihilation Kingdom. So it's same vein, kind of the next game, but kind of not. I don't think this is a kill. And the fighter comes in, so it doesn't matter. Planetary Annihilation. I don't know about that game. I think that might have been like a team of people that really liked the game wanted to make like a version of it. For instance, people that really liked XCOM, the one back in the 1990s, they made Xenonauts or something, which was kind of an homage to XCOM. Cool. It wasn't XCOM, but it had the same kind of isometric 2D vibe. The cover for concepts of cover placement, I think. Like a Red Alert 4. There's been a lot of Command and Conquer stuff re-released, but I don't know if Westwood Studios is still in operation. Yeah, Planetary Annihilation could be tangentially related, but I don't know if it's like the same thing. Supreme Commander literally feels like it's just TA grown up. And I haven't played the game, but I mean, I've looked into what it is. And the way people describe it, it's kind of like, you know, if they had the license and they could have made the sequel or the next, that kind of would have been what it was. Could have just retreated. Lost a plane for that. I stayed too long. Planetary Annihilation was initially a Kickstarter project. Ooh. Like Star Citizen, except it actually released. It does seem to be the joke with Star Citizen. Looks like we are losing this match. So, not going to be able to do much against the Monahan while he's in smoke, but the smoke is fading, which is cool. Torpless. No citadels. Good. Leon's getting wrecked. Cool. If we get the Monahan, we might be able to clear the way to take this. Koenig and Ryujo. Secret mission Mitsuki. Cool. New Mexico full health. Awesome. So the Ryujo's not gonna be murdering his ass anytime soon. Koenig's coming in to try to assist. It could actually rocket the Monahan. Might have to. Or he can take care of it. Taking care of business. I think I'll come out. Maybe we'll pull some fire off the New Mexico, keep him alive and healthy. And we'll take bombs for the Koenig. Anyone see the web series Rooster Teeth? Supreme Surrender? By the way, for people that are kind of nostalgic, there's a game channel on YouTube called GDC, the Game Developer Conference, I think it is. And they do what are called post-mortems. You know, like after death. Kind of a look back as to what the hell happened, what went right, what went wrong kind of stuff. And they did a post-mortem on Command and Conquer, talking about what they did, why they did it, how it all worked out. So Secret Mission DD did not make it. Ryujo's working on him. I mean, they might ram. That might happen, but if the Koenig clocks the New Mexico, then this is going to be a real unpleasant day. Miyuko's super low health. Maybe we get one torp there. Oh, we get two. That dispersion was pretty sexy. It didn't result in anything, but we do. Are they going to ram? Bro, if you ram, they make my life easier. Well, we're going to step on B, and then we get to work on this Ryujo. Let's start pre-dropping. Yep. So... oh, good. He's even wounded. So we probably get to take this out. Maybe not in one shot, but certainly in two. Sure. Could have priority sectored there. Not much of a carrier battle. I'm just gonna Citadel him again. Yeah, I have 40,000 health, he has 4. Not really much of a battle on this. I do have to be aware of the rocks because they'll screw the aim. To come around behind the rocks to come in and get a clean line on this dude. Which I think he knows, and that's why he's trying to pull forward, but it's not going to stop it. Sorry, bud. You did the thing. They touch tips. Ew! Tiberian Sun had an aggravating mechanic where you wouldn't be told about a nuclear launch, so you couldn't put shields up and you wouldn't know that you lost shit until it was too late. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Alright, well we got 10,000, that gives us another plane. So I could invest in base speed again. It's going to result in less planes, you know, an extra 1 or 2 planes lost over the course of the match, but 25 knots cruising speed's not a joke. Versus having some additional torp utility. I think I'm going to go with the speed. The speed is really, I mean, it's part of what makes the German CVs German. Well, it makes them what they are, is going to be the speed. So I think I'll just stay with that. While the queue's going, I'm gonna get some more water. Okay. Why don't I use 1,000 free XP to get better torps? I mean, I could use free XP and just go all the way up to the Richthofen. Why would I do a regrind stream if I was just going to free XP it? The reason for this is because there are people that are starting out in the game and they're like, I just don't know how to use this. What do I do? How do I make this work? Stuff like that. So theoretically, if somebody has a question, I just started the German line and I just am not making it work. What can you recommend? I can send them this YouTube link. So eventually I'll upload this to YouTube and they can see what it looks like to play the Rhine or the Weser or the whatever. They can see what it's like to play with the unupgraded planes and which planes we upgrade as we play. So that's what it's for. Oh my goodness, come on. It's this. Thank you for making them. Sure, Jellinan. Glad it's useful. Alright, cool, relevant tier stuff, nice. You can probably Citadel the Shores. I assume the Helena, but she's gonna have a pretty sneaky Citadel. Usually the light cruisers on the US line, the Citadel's kind of tucked away, pretty under the water, pretty lightly armored, so it's a little hard to get it to stick. Could probably hit the gal, okay. Shores should have a raised Russian Citadel, so these will be the main rocket targets. And we should be able to Citadel probably all of this stuff except maybe the Colorado. I don't know on that.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Helena has good AA. Well, I'm not so much concerned about the AA of a specific ship. Some people are going to spec into AA, some people are going to use defensive AA, some people are going to have really good understanding of how to place and use their ship to fight off planes. You know, as I come across those players, I'll realize, ooh, this dude knows what he's doing. But in general, I don't see a ship and panic, ooh, that's a Helena, I'm screwed. Now, there are some ships where just, whether you know what you're doing or not, they're going to be extremely hard to deal with, like a Massachusetts. Massachusetts has shitloads of AA output, tons of health, strong armor, very responsive healing. Like, Massachusetts is a raid boss. But a Helena, Helena's going to shoot me. I'm going to lose a plane or two. Move on with life. I'll shoot him, he'll shoot me. It'll be okay. I think I'll stay on the shores here just because this is a win condition for me. I really want the Citadels. You can do like a 90-degree turn on the Vaser's rockets. A little too far forward there. We might get a single rocket, a single plane. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. We got one. A little too high. Alright, take rockets, we'll see what we can see over here. So we got a chunk out of the shores. Took him about a third of the way down. 40% maybe.
I need intelligence data.
Oh god, are we just gonna bully bitch about this stuff? Oh, is this dude? No. If he's purple or pink and he's already pulling that shit, no, I'm not even gonna waste time. Okay, Fubuki's bailing. Double DD. Hopefully he gets out. Might end up eating torps. Also go ahead and stop that. Lives. Nice. Is he still shooting? Or is he just getting wrecked? Why is he still lit? Why are people still shooting the Fubuki? That's a really terrible shot, so I'm not going to waste the time on it. Try to go for the Helena, maybe. Yeah, well, as noted, Helena AA does not suck, so can peel back on that. And I can also drop a fighter to kind of ward for this. It'll ward as the Helena moves up. I don't really want to strike across the Pietro to get to the Helena, but that might actually be the play. At least we got the Fubuki out, which is nice. Cool, got some damage. I don't think I get a second shot. Work on the Fuso, maybe? Try to help with this flank.
Autopilot mode
Mansion is an issue, though. So we don't have any cruisers to deal with the Anshin. So maybe we can spot the Anshin as we fly over to work on the Fuso. Maybe that's what we can do. I don't know where the hell the Anshin was. It's kind of a problem. Craft Space just walking forward to get murdered. Saw it on a YouTube video once. It was cool. Yeah. Might be able to bomb the shores. Do I try to bomb the shores? No, I'll go for the Fuso. We have rockets for the shores. Slam on the brakes, kind of. Yeah. A lot of indecision on that drop. Got a single Citadel. Can cut in a little bit here.
I need intelligence data.
God. Babuki, bro, you're a DD. Go get it. I need intelligence data. Guess he's scared. He's gonna walk forward, get spotted by the DDs and killed. Which is valid. Alright, another citadel into the Fuso. This dude, he's dead. Here's the Anshin. That's good to know. Yujo kills the Minakaze. Could work on the Gal. We could try to work on the Helena again.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Fire on the designated target.
If we can clear these and keep pushing this, you know, we might be able to take a position and strike from there. Helena's, I mean, not super healthy. I don't know. At least he's not dead. Dropspade not being dead is a good, wonderful surprise that makes me excited, hopeful for humanity and all that jazz. Cool. Oh, come on. It's just too much shit here. It's too much shit here. Get to shoot with one plane, get to shoot with no planes. Fuck. Alright. Come on, guys. Make things happen. Well, the Helena being aggressive like that forces the front line back, because the front line has to respond to the Helena threat. The question is, are we going to be able to kill the Helena? Because if we don't kill the Helena, if the Helena gets away with pushing our front line back, then our front line just retreats and we lose the positioning for it. Let's try to work on this Fubuki. I think I just have to bail. Single sit. Whole lot of single sits on the Fuso. And DDs that we don't really have a way to deal with. New Orleans could deal with them, maybe. Although he doesn't have doesn't have much gun cycle timing. Kind of slow. Drop a fighter here maybe for some spotting. This is so weird. What the hell are these guys doing? Y'all okay back there? We had the eight torpedo planes. We might be able to get a second drop. Well, maybe not. So we lost a whole lot of shit to be able to do just that. Koenig is still full. You hit the Gal? Ideally I wanted to torp DDs, but how am I even gonna see him to fucking torp him? Bruh. What is he shooting? Go for shores, I guess. Maybe take him off the map. Enemy Helena is dead. These guys might eventually clean this up or something. There is a shores somewhere. There's the shores. I have to cross over a Koenig and go through a fighter to get to him. I think we can make this happen. If we get even like a single rocket into the shores, he's probably dead. Plane loss, plane loss, plane loss, plane loss, plane loss. Maybe? Good. At least that's something off the board. Where are you going, dude?
I need support. Teammate, I need your support.
What are you doing? Where are you going? Bruh? Cool.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Whatever. I don't even know. Like, he was out there. I came over here because he was out there. Hey, there's a New Orleans over here. He's doing New Orleans shit. We'll be okay. Peace. Okay. Why? So this Colorado needs to go down. I mean, there's a whole lot of sharks moving in on that position. Basically, we're out of planes. Try to bomb the gal. But then we just lose planes to the fighter, which means we go for the Fuso instead. 7,200. Can't kill him if we double sit. Fuck off. Just something's gotta happen, friends. Nope. Go forward and turn. That's all you have to do. Go forward and turn. Alright, that's cleaned off. Still just a whole bunch of what the fuck going on out here. Bayern's being torpedoed. I think I just do this.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Because, like, running back isn't really going to get me anything. So he gets his last drop on the Bayern. I wish the fighters lasted longer than 60 seconds. But we can do that to try to inspire the CV to fuck off to somebody else and leave this guy alone to repair a little. But we're gonna have to see what we can do against the gal or the Fuso. Fuso is the better target because he's got the bigger guns and the lower health. Okay, DDs. Hopefully the DDs work together to get kills or something. Fuso's hard turning. Yeah, Fuso doesn't want to be torped, so we have to go for the gal, which hopefully we can. Is he reversing? Or what? Is he doing anything? Whenever he ate 2 torps, maybe he DC'd. Jaguar killed our Fubuki. I think that was the guy who got his ass kicked earlier in the game and had to run. He woke up, but he's probably dead to the New Orleans. Start eating flak and stuff now. Whatever, we'll just try and get this off the board. Wanted to bomb the Fuso, but the gal is not dead. So now the gal is dead. This is DD's over here still a concern. I could start moving out to get the hull HP in action. And I guess I rocket the Fuso. Fuso's pretty armored though. Thank you very much for the sub, Jelenin. Thank you very much for the tier 1, sir. Right. Koenig is still full health. You're gonna aim above the water line to try and get pens above that hard. Oh my god. Okay, well we're gonna aim for the ass then and see if we can pen hopefully weaker like bow and stern armor. This dude's just like turning everywhere. This way and that, up way and down. Bro. I know you're scared of planes, but like, bro, I gotta do something, dude. You gotta work with me here. Need something. Whatever. Get bombs out. Nothing. Ugh. Pink dude still at home, Cap. Oh yeah, that guy. Needed to data. Right. Byron's gonna get slaughtered by the Koenig. We need to get 2 citadels into this. And every time we've dropped him, we've got 1. This dude's just been all about maneuvering every time I'm dropping him. Please, die. Thank you.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Alright, so there's still 3 destroyers on the field, and I suck against DDs. Might have to bait them. Didn't work out. Okay. Can we hard turn this? I don't think we can. Maybe we can. Oh, good. We were able to track. Double sit even. Nice. That's 14 into the Koenig.
Battle ends.
Pink is protecting the cap. Yes, he's protecting the cap. He's doing his job. Watching his teammates die while he protects the cap. Very important. This is where having the additional secondary range would be nice, just because we could theoretically secondary at a DD somehow. Oh, the Byron is not dead though. It's kind of cool. Byron's gonna want to turn in. Yeah, because he doesn't want to get shot. So we know that he's turning in, so we get a drop onto him. It's not gonna be a great drop, but it's something. Ugh. Cut in more than I expected. Maybe he's going for the ram, which would be dumb because the Koenig has more health. Who knows? Whatever. DD, Jaguar off in the middle of somewhere. Eventually he'll figure out what he's doing. They did ram. Interesting. Let me give a fighter to the New Mexico because the Ryuja is going to start farming him next. And we have rocket planes. We can work on the Anshin. Cool. Take the rockets for this. I do have a fighter I could sweep by and give him something. He gets the drop off before the fighter actually engages him because it's just the last two planes, so the fighter doesn't even do anything. And I think he just procced it anyway, so it was a waste of time. And I'll give him another one. Though the CV could go after the Colorado. Bro, please stop running. Come on. I know you're scared of the planes, but dude, running away is not the answer because you're going to be stuck on the wrong side of this island for the next minutes. Plus the Shiratsuyu is going to come after you and fucking torp you. Like, just cut in. Help the team. Don't run away. Anshin? Can I do something to the Anshin? Oh, shells from the dude.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Might be cool. Good. Let's respot the Shira. Let's keep moving toward the cap.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Gajda's in the cap. He's doing his part. Gajda smoked. Please beware of the incredible torpedo monster that's going to come and eat you. And that's not the CV. Hello, you're playing the 6th tier of American CV. It hasn't been long since you started the game, but it's hard for me to approach and attack enemies. Can you give me any advice? If you look below the streaming thing, the streaming window that you're looking at right now, you're gonna see a section that's called CV 101. It's a Langley game, so it's a tier 4. It's not tier 6, but it's very heavily commentated on what the reticles do, what the ammunition does, how to line the shots, how to do the thing. So it might actually be worth trying to check out CV 101. He's gonna get another drop. There we go. He left, so we can start working on finding the DD. Because the DD's chasing this guy. He wants to eat him. So definitely check out CV 101, and then I'm actually in the process of posting the US line regrinds. So you can see me playing tier 4 all the way up to tier 6, all the way up to tier 8. It doesn't include the midway, unfortunately, but yeah, dinks. It's gonna shoot me? What a waste of time. Is he gonna shoot me? I'm a full health ship. Maybe. Maybe. Actually get both. Nice.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Our team has taken the lead.
But I guess I would need to know a little more about what you're talking about. It's hard for you to approach and attack enemies. That might mean that you're having trouble with flak. Maybe you're getting shot down with flak, or maybe you're just losing too many planes or something. Not exactly sure what you mean. there's CVs are a pretty big topic. It's a fairly involved class, and some people will say CVs are extremely easy, blah blah blah, but it's a lot to learn. And not only is the class itself a lot to learn, but the game is a lot to learn. So not just learning about how to play the carrier, but also all the ships that you interact with, what they do, how they move, how they turn, what their armor is. I mean, there's a lot of stuff into it.